party, baby! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up! It was fun.
Hey guys, welcome. Visitors, subscribers, and Cravenites, welcome to Craven Something Scary, where it's all horror all the time. Guys, I'm so happy to see you all here. I am here on my first Saturday live stream of July. Can you believe it? Here we are, guys. It is July 2nd, and another month is here. We are halfway through this year. I mean, it seems like just yesterday, practically, it was January, and we were ready for Scream 5, excuse me, coming out on January 14th. And here we are at the halfway point, and we're talking about Scream 6 coming out in less than a year. Just unbelievable insanity how quickly this year has gone by. But you know what? We're going to make the most of our time together, because that's what we should be doing, right? Making the most of our time. And tonight's going to be no exception to that. So I'm very excited. And since it's the first Saturday stream for me and you guys here on the channel together, I'm going to have some guests that will be coming in throughout the night, popping in, hanging out for a while. So it's going to end up turning into a little party stream. So I would invite you all right now to go grab your favorite beverage, snack, whatever it is that makes you happy, and get comfy. Get comfy in your couch, in your favorite recliner, wherever it is, bed, wherever it is you like to watch something for a while where you can just chill and relax and hang out, because that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to do just that. We're going to hang out. Guests will be coming. Some will be leaving. It's just going to be one of those kind of nights. We're just going to go with the flow and have a little welcome to July party, an Independence Day party, if you will, a celebration not only of the 4th of July weekend, but of a new month together with all of you, my amazing community. This community is the best. And speaking of this community, I want to start off, as I always try to do, with saying thank you to all of my patrons and channel members. So guys, listen, if you are not yet a channel member, if your name is not green in the live chat right now, then you're not a channel member. That means you're eligible to become one right now. All you have to do is click the join button. It's right next to the subscribe button. You can hit it right now on this live stream, and you can become a channel member, or as we like to say around here, a Cravenite. Yes, everyone you see that has a green name has already made that decision to step into the inner circle in the cult of Craven and our channel members, and you can become one too. So I want to thank all of my amazing channel members. You guys are fantastic. Your support, again, means so much to me. I appreciate everything that you guys do for the channel, and helping this channel to continue to grow and to continue to allow me to make more content, bring you more content, varied content, more live streams like this, and videos. So just thank you guys so much. And I always want to give you guys the spotlight because you are my heroes. I appreciate you all so much. All right. And I have to say this too. If you're not a channel member and you do become one on the live stream tonight, I'll get the amazing opportunity that I personally love, which is to thank you. Thank you in real time on the stream. Put your name up on the screen and just shower some love on you for your support. So I love that opportunity. So if it's in your mind to do it, this is the night to do it. Right now is the time to do it. All right. Now, speaking of that, let's see who we got in the chat before we get into tonight's content. I see Popcorn Daddy is here. What's up, man? Jennifer Armstrong, great to see you. Wayne, Jen, Xtron, Biden, what's up? Saw some of you last night on the Studio 666 watch party, which was really fun. I like that movie. What's up, Heather? Heather's here as well. Great. Ghostface Fanatic, what's up, my man? Let's see. Conrad's in the house. Love it. It's great to see everybody here. Kirsten's here. What's up, Kirsten? What's up, Lee the Nerd? Hey, welcome. Popcorn Daddy says I watched American Pie. Oh my gosh. Man, I haven't seen that movie in forever. Thank you, Jen. Always bringing it in. That's right. Thank you. And by the way, guys, we got 44 people in the chat, 46 people. We've only got 23 likes. Do me a huge favor. Just smash that thumbs up button. It'll take you less than 2 seconds, and it will help this live stream get out to more people right now as we're streaming live. YouTube will literally send it out to more people. That's how it works. So if you really want to help the channel tonight in this live stream, if you just smash that thumbs up button, you're doing a great service to the stream and helping us. Thank you. All right, who else do we got? Who else do we got here? Let me see. Chat does this little thing where it likes to shift real quick. Denisha, what's up, Denisha? Who else? Who else has left a comment so far? Angie, what's going on, Angie? Dustin, I see Dustin. I see James. Let's do this. Heck yeah. Twisted Pictures, checking in. Literally checking in. Love it. Glad you are here. You guys getting a lot of fireworks? You know, I was expecting to have a lot of fireworks happening right now. Thankfully, there's not, because two of my dogs are terrified. Just sadly terrified. It breaks my heart. But they have not, surprisingly. It's 4:30 a.m. where I live. If I was awake until now, it doesn't matter if I stay awake. Well, welcome. I'm glad you're here. Glad you're coming to spend some time here with us tonight, or this morning for you. What's up, Polar? Bye-bye, Polar. Daniel K. I got my vape and my snacks. Let's do this. Well, Daniel, you know what? You know what's up. You know how these streams go. You're already prepared. Prepare for a long night. What's up, Anthony? What is shaking, man? Great, good to see you tonight. Fantastic. Who else? Mega Giants. What's up, Mega Giants? Love it. See you here. Great. And Stella. Stella G in the house. And Larry Warner's here. What's up, Larry? Yeah, man. I'm having a good night. I've had a really fun day. I had some family over today. Did the whole 4th of July celebration early, so we had my goddaughters over, and niece and nephew were able to come, and along with my wife and my daughter, we did the whole grilling thing, and spent the afternoon in the pool, which was nice. So we did the whole grilling action, lunch, then out in the pool. It was fun day, and I hope you guys all had a good day as well. Whatever you did today, I hope it was all a good time. Okay, Carrie, I got to find out more about this from you. What's this blackberry ginger ale? I am really intrigued because I really enjoy blackberry, and I'm not the world's biggest ginger ale fan, but I don't mind it. But that whole combo of blackberry ginger ale, you got to let me know. I hope that's not a New York thing. I hope that it's like something's down here in my parts of the country. Love it. That's right, Larry. Come join the cult of Craven, people. Yeah, absolutely. It is As Jackie Elaine says, it's the happiest cult on earth. I think Bob says that too. Some of you, several of you, I think, actually say it's the happiest cult on earth. I love that. Jennifer, there you go. Just got off the Peloton. Ordered pizza, grabbed my cross stitch. I'm ready for a run stream. That's awesome. I love that. So cool. Carrie, there you go. Come join the Craven Haven. That's another nickname I like. We have the luxury on the stew train. Heck yeah, we do, where we dance to Bobos all night and we'll flow free with our tentacles. Oh, Carrie. Carrie's back. She is back with a vengeance. I love it. Oh, man. Good stuff. Popcorn, I hope you feel better. I hope you feel better tomorrow too, man. I hope you feel better. Whatever's going on, man, I hope you get better. Get better quick. Get back to 100%, man. Gotta keep making some videos, buddy. Gotta keep cranking it, man. Mega Giants, that's a great question. I have not seen it, man. I wish I could tell you. I've never seen it. I've had a couple people tell me that I should check it out, but I haven't seen it yet. But I'll let you know once I finally watch it. Greg Muniz in the house. What's up, Greg? Welcome to the stream. Just going through, catching up on my chat, trying to get current on everything here. Wow, that was really loud. Sorry. Derek R. is in the house. What's up, Derek? Oh, wow, Jen. I woke up. I slept. I fell asleep in Destin's stream and woke up at 1 p.m. Dang, Jen. Hey. Well, listen, hopefully you're all rested up for a long night because I got guests coming in. Again, it's the first Saturday night stream of the month. We gotta start off with a party and we gotta go big. All right, we gotta start off the month. We gotta set the tone, people, tonight. And you know what? As I'm going through, I hear some knocks. Hold on a second, guys. You know, Jenna Ortega's my biggest supporter. Actually, I'm sorry, I said that wrong. Jenna Ortega's biggest supporter. If Jenna was my biggest supporter, she'd be joining the panel tonight as well. But anyway, glad you're here. All right, so I hear some knocking is what I'm trying to say. Okay, I hear some knocking. And let's go see who's here. All right, guys. The first person, I'm going to go in order here of the knocks. The first knock that came in. Oh, you got, man, this guy here, this guy doesn't need an introduction to the channel. I can't remember. I don't even know how many times I've had him on the channel with his guitar, without his guitar. It doesn't matter. It's the friggin' man, the myth, the legend. It's Jack friggin' Stannis.
Hi.
Dude. I feel like I haven't talked to you in like
Has it
forever.
been years? Has it been years?
It feels like it. Seriously.
You know, it's crazy because the last thing was the stew stream, and I was like pulled up my calendar, and I was like, "How long ago was it?" It was only 2 weeks, and it feels like it's been months. Yeah,
it does. You know, I always say this, guys. You know, you're in good company by how fast time flies when you're with them.
Yeah,
and how slow time goes when you're not with them.
I love it.
And this is a perfect example.
Oh,
and
yeah.
You know what? And I'm about to bring you. I hear the knocks. There's another knock, Jack.
Oh.
So another knock. And this is someone who I'm very excited to have back on the channel for just the second time only. Ooh. And I believe it was last Saturday even. I think this is like the second Saturday night in a row, if I'm not mistaken. And I had such a good time. I've been on his channel once. He's been on mine once. And he is a fantastic guy, stand-up guy, excellent content creator. And someone that if you guys have not subscribed to, and Jack, you guys are going to have to do that in a minute. Guys, welcome back to the channel. My buddy Brandon, you guys know him probably better as I Like Scary. What's up, Brandon?
What's up, guys?
What's up? How's it going?
Good to see you. Now, Jack and Brandon, have you guys met before? Is this your first time together on
No,
stream?
first time.
Well, I know of Jack, man, because of that famous song, man. Great.
Oh.
Dude, and you got a killer clown from outer space behind you. That is my favorite. Everybody here on this channel knows I talk about that movie all the time.
You gotta love Shorty, man. That's my guilty pleasure.
Oh, yeah. You got good taste, man. That's awesome.
Oh, dang, man. That's awesome. And both you guys, I mean, and you know, who knows? Before the night's over, Jack may even have a guitar in his hand. You just
Oh,
never
You
know
never
how
know.
you never know. Super chats start flowing in. Jack starts limbering
I
up
get
them
my
fingers.
bathrobe on. I do all this crazy stuff.
You do. You do.
man,
What's up, the blackest eyes, the devil's eyes?
man,
Welcome to the stream.
what's up,
Yeah, man. And listen, I got new clips. It's a new month. I like to
Oh.
update clips. Now, I've had so many people telling me, don't get rid of the Bobos. Like, please keep the good Bobos around. So
I
I've got
agree.
the Bobos.
You got them
You
good.
agree. Okay, yeah, I did. I did.
That's like a
So-
year-round, that's a year-round scent. You could throw that on whenever.
Yeah, absolutely. They're really good. Have them on cue. It's on standby. So I've got the Bobos ready to go. I've got pretty much what I did in June is all there. I don't think I really had to delete anything, but I added 3 new clips tonight.
Ooh.
And so once the super chats come, if you guys want to hear them, you guys know how it works. Every super chat gets a clip. So if the super chats come, if they don't come, then I'll save them. But if they do, then you guys are going to get to hear some new clips tonight.
Heck
So
yeah.
I'm very excited.
Yeah,
Very excited.
great.
So, all right, man. So listen, we got lots to talk about, lots of things going on,
Oh, yeah, we do.
so much going on. Jack and Jack, you and I haven't talked for 2 weeks about any of this stuff. And
No, but I know I'm all caught up. It's not like I've missed anything, but
Yeah.
I've been I need to talk to Steven about all of this because this is getting crazy.
it
Crazy
is
good.
Yeah, this
getting crazy good. And so, kind of level set things with where we're at is, well, before I even do that, before I even get into Scream stuff, I want to say regarding Halloween Ends. So I heard recently, and I don't know, I gotta go back and source it, but basically the reshoots is what I'm hearing have been
hear.
completed at
Oh,
for
great.
Halloween Ends. Yes,
Okay.
they are done.
It wasn't that long. It was only like a week of reshoots,
was-
right?
Yeah.
I think it was right,
Right?
Brandon?
Yeah.
It was a week or 2 weeks.
Yeah, it was like a week. Pushed like a week and a few days.
So that's not
Yeah.
bad. If it was like a month, I'd be like, whoa, are they reshooting the whole thing?
Yeah.
But if it's just a week, interesting. Because I know people were like, reshoots, oh my gosh, does that mean that the movie stinks? Like, are they going to try to up it and make it better? But,
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't
that's
think so.
It was very short from what I've heard. So yeah,
Did you guys hear that? It was James, Jude, and Lori actually on set for reshoots.
I
oh
did.
wow, just the two of them.
Yeah. I actually seen that it was an extra for Halloween Ends. Her name is like Marla. I don't know if you guys are familiar with him. His name is like Halloween Daily News. He has a great track record when it comes to Halloween. And
Okay.
she had posted like pictures of her on set, like a picture of one of the cars they're using. She was talking about how she met Lori, Jamie Lee Curtis and stuff like that. And she said that she's seen the character of Hawkins and everything, but I guess kind of told her like you shouldn't post that, but she deleted it. But people, they're real quick, so they screenshot. And yep, she said she got the pleasure to talk to James, Jude, and Amy Lee. So
Wow. Interesting. So there's definitely to reshoot some scenes with the two of them. There's something
something.
they've done different there, and Hawkins too.
yeah, Hawkins too, man.
Wow.
Not in himself, man.
Wow.
So,
Dang, that's interesting. That's a very intriguing.
it's a
I wonder,
head scratcher.
Very cool.
Yeah. What's up, Gage? I see Gage just joined us the chat as well. Good to see you here.
Yeah.
And I see that we've got here. Hold on a second. We do. Heather sent in a $1 super chat. Heather, thank you very much for your super chat, getting us started off tonight with a bang. Thank you very, very much for that. And so she said, what does it say here? I saw your comment after that, Heather. I think you said this is all I have for Bobos. Well, you know what? Since you mentioned Bobos, we should probably do Bobo for. I should probably do a Bobo for you then. I think so. So how about we do for Bobo one for $1. We'll do one for one. How about that? We'll do one for one.
Right.
And this is actually one of my favorite Bobos because it's the thigh grabbing screamer.
Oh, that's my favorite. Yep.
I just love this, bro. The scream is
Great.
what gets me at the end. And
Yeah. So good.
so, here we go, Heather. This Bobo's for you.
I'm gonna make your Bobo bounce right now.
I mean, come on, that's great, man.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful.
I love it.
I love the fourth one, man.
Oh, the fourth one is.
The last one, right?
Yeah,
the
the last-
the finale. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh my gosh, I'm telling you what. And looky here. What do we got? What do we got going on here? Hang on, Carrie. I see that. Hang on, Carrie. Give me a second. I'm catching up on the chat. I'm trying to catch up on the chat. I'll be right back. So we're talking about how. So tell me, guys, like what's your gut feeling while I get my. We got a couple of super chats I'm going to pull together here. While I'm doing that, tell me your gut feelings. And Jack, I don't know how familiar you are yet with I Like Scary's channel. You may be real familiar, but if you're not, Brandon is.
I'm not. No.
Okay, great. So Jack, be sure you go subscribe like right now if you have.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely.
You've got to do it. And by the way, this is the perfect time. There's almost 60 people here. So guys, everyone, please, if you have not subscribed to Craving Something Scary, Jack Stannis, or I Like Scary, please do it now. Do yourself a favor. You're not really doing it for me because you're the one that's going to benefit from their content. You're going to
stop
enjoy
focusing.
it.
There we go.
Oh, there it is.
All good.
Boom.
Absolutely.
Another sub. We're trying to get Brandon to what, 3K, right? Brandon, you're getting. How far are you away now, man? You got to be getting close.
No, I actually just hit 2.6 like an hour ago. 2.6.
Okay, there you go, man. So you're under 400.
Yeah.
Less than 400 away. That's it. That is, man. Guys, I know we can get him closer tonight. Let's do it, okay? So if you just take 2 seconds, go on over there, and just smash the thumbs up button, and well, that too, and the subscribe button, and the same for Jack Stannis. All right?
Mm-hmm.
I promise you will not be upset with that. Okay, I got you, Carrie. I got you, Boo. I found you. This chat sometimes. I mean, look, I know Jack can and Brandon can attest to this. If you go out of the chat and you come back to it, it will jump on you, and you will lose your spot.
Yeah. Absolutely.
So, it happened. I'm telling you. All right, so let's get to these super chats because they always go to the front of the line. You guys know that. Your super chats always go to the front of the line. Well, I'll try to get to everybody, but I have to say a disclaimer. When we have a group of 60 people, plus I have guests, multiple guests, there's no way I will get to everyone's chat. I'm not going to lie and tell you I'm going to get to you, and then I don't. I can't. I can promise you that. It's impossible. But I will always tell you that I will do my very best. And if I don't make it and I don't see your comment, don't worry. I stream every Wednesday night, every Saturday night, and every Monday morning. So there's more streams to come. But if you do a super chat, I will absolutely get you up to the front of the line. It hits.
It's a golden ticket. Golden ticket.
The golden ticket to get on the panel right here. Speaking of golden tickets, Carrie Craves Cinema back in the house. Carrie, thank you for the $2 super chat. Can we make the Bobas bounce? See, here we go. The tongue guy. See?
There we go.
Oh, dude, she's already reading our minds, man.
Yeah.
That's awesome. And can we just say welcome back, Carrie? Carrie's been out of commission for like a month.
Yeah.
And so now things are getting back on track, and things. It wasn't anything bad, like, anything like that. It's just, life. We all have things that happen in life. And that's all it is. Just a life, stuff going on. But now things are getting better, getting more, or not better, but getting settled, I guess you should say. So we're going to see a lot more of Carrie, I think, coming forward. So Carrie, welcome back. Is what I'm trying to say in a very long way. All right, now let's do Bobo 4. Here we go, gentlemen. This is Carrie, requested by Carrie for Carrie. But let's face it, we're all going to enjoy this.
Oh, absolutely.
All of it. And all 62 now of our guests that are here. So, guys, let's get it up for the Bobo 4. Here we go.
I'll make your bubs bounce. I'll make your bubs bounce. Let's go.
Dude.
You got to get the end of that.
No, I've got it. I need to maybe later. Maybe what I'll do for July is I'll bring the ending into it. Make it
yeah,
different.
you have to.
Yeah, because he's in there dancing with the baby, the twins.
Oh yeah.
It's like he's just dancing, and then they all literally just explode out of her tummy. It's a
and
trip,
they continue
dude.
dancing.
Yes.
That is crazy, man.
Thank you, Carrie. And look here, man. Wow, $20 super chat from Chris Copeland. Wow, thank you so much, Chris. And now, Chris, I don't see a comment here, man. So if you had a question, please put it in the live chat like right now if you could. I'll make sure and cover it. But either way, thank you so much. What a generous super chat, man. That is amazing. Thank you. Very, very generous. And so guys, I think it's time for some new clips. This is
Oh yeah.
I'm ready for this.
Man, I tell you what, I'm going to do, let's see here. For a $20 super chat, I'm going to go ahead and do a couple of the new clips. I'll save one for later, for more super chats later. And here we go. This one you may or may not have seen. It went viral a few years ago, but it's a goodie. It's an oldie but a goodie. And then the next one most of you have not seen. So, Chris, thank you again for your super chat, my friend. And here comes your special, brand new for July clips.
Selling is service.
And service is selling.
Service is selling.
And selling is service.
There you go, baby.
That's beautiful. Is that a real commercial?
That is a legit, actual commercial from a little store in Buffalo. I believe it's Buffalo. Carrie, you may see if they're still open. Yeah, I think it's Buffalo. Yeah, there's a lot more to that. That thing goes for like almost 3 minutes long. They got people from all sections of the store, back-end staff, accountants. They're all doing little raps.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. It's crazy. And then my second new clip for July so far. Here we go, Chris.
Imagine what it's like being a coroner. Going to bed every night knowing the first thing to greet you in the morning is a dead body.
Of course I can imagine, DeRoe. I told you. I was married for 5 years.
Wow.
What's that from? Do you know what that's from?
Oh, I know what that's from. I own the DVD. That is from a TV show from 1987 and 88 on ABC called Sledgehammer. It ran for 2 seasons.
Interesting.
And I've got both seasons on DVD, the full collection. I watched them when I was a teenager, actually recording them on VCR when they came on actual live.
Wow.
I've seen those so many times. I can read the script. I can literally say the script with the actors on every episode.
Do you remember in the VCRs where you had to set the timer? Like if you were away and like you couldn't record something, you just set the timer every day, leave a blank tape in. And that was like in the early 2000s. My parents were still doing that before DVR came in.
I'm doing this in 1987. And we just pray that the power doesn't go out.
Yeah.
If the clock messes up, you're done.
Oh, man. That's great.
Oh, my gosh. Chris, again, thank you. That's so generous. I really appreciate it. It means the world to me, man, that you enjoy the content to that level. You do something so nice as that. Thank you so much. Wow, that's awesome. Okay. Let's take a look here. All right. Super chats are starting to come in. You guys are so awesome, man. I mean, we're starting a brand new month, and you guys are already just bringing in the super chats to get this month started, and I appreciate it. Let's make sure I don't miss any here. Okay. What's up, Jay Dead? Welcome. I see you there. Fantastic. Glad you could make it tonight. And Denisha, in case, I think I said hi, Denisha, but I want to make sure I said hello. Oh, okay. Oh, thanks, Kevin. That's awesome. Kevin says, I switched to my personal account so I could like this stream again. It's Popcorn Daddy. That's awesome, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's so cool. He likes it so good you do it twice. That's awesome. Oh, well, thank you, Chris. No question, just enjoying the content, man. That's awesome. Wow. Much appreciated. And also, we've got a couple more that have come in here. And we've got Anthony bringing in a $5 super check. Anthony, the man. Anthony, you're such an amazing supporter of everyone. I mean, I see you on Brandon's channel. He's so great. He's on all the Lethal Collective. He's plugged in and always bringing up great questions as well. Yo, fellas, very happy Nev is back on with Scream. 100% on both sides win. Yep, if it comes true, we don't have the official word, but I'm with you. I'm 80% there. Which I hadn't even talked to Jack yet about, and you guys, we'll talk about that in a second. Do you think the Scream franchise has same success if never got cast? Oh, like it was if Nev never was Sydney? Oh,
interesting. I think it still would have had the success because you have just Kevin and Wes together. So I think if they cast it right, I just feel like it's lightning in a bottle, and they captured it so well with that first movie. I do think it still would be successful, but I just can't think of Scream without her. So it's very, very tough.
It is. Brandon, what do you think, man? What are your thoughts on that?
I feel that it would have definitely been successful just because when it came out around that time, because it brought horror back to life. But it would have been a certain feeling missing. It's a feeling that comes with the character of Sydney that no one else can have behind them. Just everything that comes with her, the energy, the way she, she completes scenes, and so it will be the same. It will be a successful franchise. I feel it's a slasher, of course, but it'll just be missing that piece. I feel
and Nev she's got beautiful facial expressions. You can really feel what she's trying to act out by her face. So many people act today, they have such a flat face.
Yeah.
And you have to kind of read their body language when Nev, when she's on the phone or there's an intense scene coming, there's this specific face that she does.
Yeah.
And you feel it. You really feel it. She's just outstanding.
I agree with Jack, man.
Oh yeah. I know there were several actresses considered for the part. Of course, Drew Barrymore originally was going to play it initially. But even after her, they had Brittany Murphy was one of them. There was Reese Witherspoon was a consideration for it. And there was another girl, and I'm totally blanking right now. For goodness sake, Nancy Ann Ritter was told me about the whole thing because Nancy Ann Ritter was there for the whole people auditioning and stuff, and so she saw her on set and everything. And the name is she's a redhead, I believe. And I'm not going to try. I'm not going to butcher it up and mess it up. So I'll let you know.
Yeah.
But it's hard for me to picture anyone outside of Nev because she did such a great job. She was so believable, Brandon. The conviction, it was there. It was immediately I just absolutely fell in love with her as a character, and you felt her pain, you felt her sadness, you felt and she's engaging, all of those elements, right? And it's hard to imagine someone.
I couldn't, man. I could.
Yeah, I can't either. Derek, maybe that was it too. I think I was gonna say Molly Ringwald actually might have been one of the actresses they considered too, but Nev does. I see you guys' comments about how Nev brings a certain likability. She does. She's there and believability.
Yeah.
I mean, I hate to beat up Scream 5 at all because it's a good movie, but if you compare Sam Carpenter character to Sidney Prescott, think about Scream 96 Sidney and Scream 5 Sam. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's just not even.
Yeah.
No. Right. That's like looking at Earth from Jupiter. You know what I'm saying? She's got to be at least a couple of planets away from Earth. That's I'm just saying.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds harsh. It's just how I feel. I just didn't bond with her in that way. As a character. That's all.
Yeah.
All right, so Anthony, great question, man. That's our thoughts. Yeah, really great question. And for your super chat, man, what should we do, Brandon? Should we do should we do a new one again, or should we go back to some of our June clips that people enjoy?
Man, I want to see what you got that's new, man. I want to see what you got in that freaking. Because after those two ones, man, I want to see what else you got.
Okay, fair enough. Here we go. Here's my last new clip for tonight. I'll have more new clips. I'm already working on more for Wednesday night, so stay tuned.
Man.
But I've got these three ready to roll tonight. It's from Sledgehammer as well. There's actually going to be several Sledgehammer clips this month I'm going to feature. Like I have 4 Bobos. I'll probably have 4 Sledgehammers.
Wow.
And this is one of my most favorite episodes of the show. And here we go. So, Anthony, enjoy it. I hope all you guys out there enjoy this brand new clip. Hot off the presses. Here we go.
Sorry. I couldn't help but notice the beauty of your form. Hi.
Isn't that awesome, dude? I tell you,
what is going on, man?
and Brandon, you want to hear something that's going to blow your mind even more?
Yeah, man.
Is the guy that came out of the shower at the end?
Yeah.
That is David Arquette's father. That is his dad. He's the one that played the sheriff in Scream 2.
What?
Yes, there's a Scream connection with him, man.
Oh my.
It sure is. That is. Thank you, Anthony. That is David Arquette's father playing the guy in the shower.
Man, that is crazy, man.
That's right. So now Louis Arquette's his name. That's his dad.
Louis Arquette. Wow.
That's right. So next time I show that and you guys see that clip, you're gonna be like, "This is Dewey's dad in real life."
Dewey's dad.
It's Sheriff. What was it? What was the chief's name in Scream 2? It's Chief. Oh my gosh. It was Chief. No, it wasn't Lewis, was it? No. Guys, help me out, man. You guys know who I'm talking about.
I don't even remember.
Yeah, the police chief's name in Scream 2. That was Louis Arquette. Hartley, thank you. I just blanked out. Chief Hartley. Yeah, in Scream 2. That's right.
Man, I'm not gonna lie, that clip right there is comedy.
What's up, Canada man? I see you there. Welcome to the stream. And Christina as well. What's up, Christina? Christina says expectations versus reality. That's great. Yep.
He just walks down. He's just thinking he's gonna.
I couldn't help but admire the beauty of your form. It's like, oh no,
man.
Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. And we got another super chat here that's come through. Carrie Crave Cinema bringing in another $2 super chat. Carrie, thank you. Play that last one again. The Buffalo one. Oh, okay. Service is selling. Yeah, we can do that. Here you go, Carrie. This was for you.
Selling is service.
And service is selling.
Service is selling.
And selling is service.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's very important to always remember that. Oh gosh, that's gold. And I got more. There's more to come. Stay tuned. All I can tell you.
That is crazy.
Oh my gosh, there's actually another clip. I'm going to upload it as we're talking. I got it created and edited, and I forgot to upload it. I just now remembered it. So the next super chat that comes in, you're going to get another brand new clip. Has not been seen before on the channel.
Man,
oh boy,
this was crazy.
I got to go upload it literally right now. I'm going to upload it while we're talking. So tell me now, guys. Let's start with you, Jack. Let's start with you, and then I want to go to Brandon. I want to hear y'all's thoughts. So this week on my most recent videos and live streams, starting effective at Tuesday or Wednesday, I said that I've upped the odds personally that I believe Nev will return to 80% yes, 20% no, and I won't go any higher until because without official notification.
Yeah.
So based on Jack, what we've seen here with these viewer anon and Mike over what we watched a movie and Critical Overlord and I were talking, and I kind of taken a cumulative approach here. Like, okay, all of these guys and they're really swearing by their sources, and they all have high levels of integrity. They're never really someone who puts out stuff as fact that's not. So for me personally, my trust level is pretty high. So where are you at, Jack? Percentage-wise, that Nev actually is coming back.
I'm probably about the same. You know what's so funny? When I heard the news of Nev coming back, you ever hear listen to your gut, feel into your gut, your intuition?
Yes.
When I heard she wasn't coming back, for some reason, there was a small part of me that said, this is not over yet. I feel it's not over. And when I started hearing these rumors, I wasn't really shocked. I was like, okay, there you go. So that's probably what I was feeling. I probably am about the same, 80% she's coming back, 20% she's not. I think it would be pretty cool if they didn't officially announce it and then we're sitting in the theater and we get that beautiful surprise.
Yes.
But I'm definitely curious what's going on, and like I said, they most likely probably will announce it because if it's true, because of the hurt that fans have been projecting out to Paramount. But if they don't announce it, I think that would be even cooler. Actually, like let us think that she's not going to be in it, and then we're sitting there opening night, like, whoa, what a shock that was.
Yeah,
so,
yes.
That's where I stand.
Okay, Brandon, how about you, man? Were you checking out right now on it?
So, even when they said Nev wasn't going to be in Scream 6, my heart told me that she would be in Scream 6. I'm so used to seeing that face on the screen.
Yeah.
As it kind of grew to be more official that she's not being in it, it was hard to accept. But it's like my percentage is kind of like yours, 80. And I'm gonna be honest, I feel the reason that Nev is coming back, this is just my opinion, I feel that they kind of got afraid in a way, not fully afraid. I think they got kind of scared into getting her back because they saw what the fans wanted and how they saw those groups that were like, you know what, I'm not even giving the movie a chance. It's not going to be the same. And I think they got scared off of this, you guys, that West is no longer with us. And she is one of the most biggest pieces to Wes Craven. I mean, Courtney Cox is, they're all involved, but Sydney is like a piece of him. Started with him, so it's like, you know what? We probably are going to have to reach out back to Nev because it's starting to get ugly, kind of, in a certain way. But it's almost like now we'll never know if Radio Silence, had a great film without Nev. I don't know. We don't know if it's not official, but I'm just saying. It's kind of like they got scared into getting her back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know what? If the rumors are true about the 2-picture deal, that would be a pretty great way to present it to her. Like, hey, here is what we're thinking: a 2-picture deal. Putting the two finances together of what she'll make with both of the films. That's how I would have sold it too. Just saying, like, hey, we'll give you this for Scream 6, what you wanted, and then also we'll make you a bigger role in 7 again. Kind of like putting your eyes to the future, too, of what's coming, not just 6, but also 7.
Yeah.
So it's cool.
Yeah, man. And I agree with both you guys, too. I think that, I don't want them to announce it in a way. At first I did. First I was like, come out, let's just get this over with. We all know we can move on. But then I started thinking, if they do that, they're spoiling the cliffhanger. If they admit that, we're going to know for sure that this cliffhanger doesn't have any teeth. Because we're going to, and so I think that you're right. I've changed my thought on that. I don't want them to reveal it now. I want them just don't say it.
Train, baby. You know that's what I'm thinking. You know that's what I'm thinking.
You know it. I mean, I mentioned on the collective on yesterday. I'm like, there couldn't be a better setup. If this is true,
Right.
and Nev is coming back for a larger role in 7, I mean, this is it, guys. The stage is set for Stu Macher to return. And if they don't do it, oh my gosh, they will have completely blown an amazing opportunity that they set up for themselves. They've just...
Like, give us a good ending to the saga. Come on. Like, this is a beautiful story. Let's finish it right. Come on. Go back to the original. Go back to the beginning. That's it.
Yeah, you end it where you started. You have the OG and the OG killer. Both of them still out there. All I can say to that is we got to get up.
Yeah! I'm ready, baby! Get it up!
Come on now, get it up! Get it up, baby. That stew train is rolling!
Get it up! Get it up!
Get it up!
It was fun.
Heck yeah! Come on, man.
Dude, imagine that. Like, how cool would that be to, like, one day, 5 years from now, sit down and, like, binge the whole saga in one day? Like, and then it ends, like you said, the way it started. How beautiful would that experience be? Just that whole 7-film journey?
Oh,
dang,
incredible.
that would be awesome.
Yeah.
Incredible, man. Absolutely.
I'm getting my hopes up so high that if they don't do this, I'm like scared I'm going to be so let down. You know, I'm like, I have such high expectations for this.
Oh, gosh. Same here, man.
Dang.
Speaking of high hopes, we got over 72 people here now. Wow. And let's see where we at, guys. We're at 54 likes. Okay, guys, let's get we can hit 70. Right, Brandon?
Yeah, definitely. We can hit 70.
Oh yeah.
We can hit 70 likes, guys. There's 73 people. It's going higher. Come on, guys. Smash that thumbs up button. Let's get this thing to 70 because then you know what? We'll have 80 people because of you guys hitting that thumbs up button and YouTube says, "Oh, people are watching and they're liking this. We're going to send this to more folks and let them know." And that's how we grow our live streams and our communities together. That's what we do.
Yes,
so you guys, just by hitting that thumbs up button, you're actually helping build the community right here that you're part of. So thank you guys. Let's get in the 70s. We can do it. Thanks, Carrie, for leading the charge there. Okay. Boy, this is exciting stuff. And I have really, really tried very hard. I've been very careful about not letting myself think that she's coming back. And
right.
I'm like, after this stuff happened Monday night, and it all started with Alex, my good friend Alex, the podcast now. And so, because I had him on my live stream on, I don't even remember what day that was now. It doesn't matter. It was in the morning, and he was on the live stream, and then I put my stats out and said, hey, it's 70% chance she's not coming back. 30% she is. That's where I was at. Well, then, I'm telling you, it was that night. My cell phone starts blowing up. He's texting me, and he's like, hey, man, I should have bet you on those odds. I'm like, oh, shoot. What just happened? Like, is it come out, you know? And then we had this whole discussion about, you know, Vera and Non and everything. And that's sort of all my wheels turning then. And then, you know, what clinched it for me was the next morning when I saw that Mike over at We Watched a Movie had his own individual source outside of Vera and Non who also said the same thing. I'm like, okay, there's too much smoke here. And Vera and Non is like rock solid.
Yeah.
And he has been. So, or he or she, whoever it is, they're rock solid. So I said, I'm going to let myself go. I'm flipping it to 80%. And I'm going to stay at 80%, but I'm letting myself think that way. And I'm going to be, if she doesn't, dude, I'm the colossal disappointment. I'm setting myself up because it's not an official, you know. So to play it safe, I should probably just think she's not coming back. But I've decided because of the sources to let myself go ahead, and I'm going to start thinking about letting it happen now. Yeah. And so
once you get a little taste of that excitement, it's very hard to get your mind off of it.
It really is. It really is. And Okay, so we got I think we got a couple of super chats here that have come through that, and all of our discussion. I'm getting all excited, and I need to get over here and make sure and get these super chats up. Okay, let's see here. Real quick, I see a couple of super chats here. Oh, from my good friend Lee the Nerd, who would join me on the panel for our members only watch party of 13 Ghost Tuesday night. That was a lot of fun. Nice. Lee the Nerd, I gotta before I have to leave. Oh,
meaning like super chat. I got it before I have to leave.
Thank you. My brain was completely like just out in left field.
I have those moments too where I'm just like, yeah.
Oh, Lee, thank you for your super chat before you leave. Time got away from me here. And you know what? Here we go. Here's another one from Lee. Says, guess the last one didn't go through. Oh no, here we go again. Oh man. No. Lee, I'm so sorry. It did come through. I apologize. I didn't get it to him before now. I normally get like right on it. We must have been in something really deep, and I just didn't get back to my chat. Lee, thank you for both of those super chats so much. And guys, I just started a clip. And hey, real quick, the door's knocking. Hang on a second. Let me bring on. We got another guest joining the stream. I told you this is going to be a party tonight, ladies and gentlemen. A supporter of the channel, a Craven Cut top tier channel member of the community, and a great guy, and a growing channel content creator as well. Please welcome Hunting for Entertainment, or as I like to know him as, my buddy Bob. What's up, Bob?
What's up, Bob?
Hey everyone.
Hey.
Not bad. Just got done watching Money in the Bank.
Nice. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're here, man. Fantastic.
Hey,
awesome.
Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Same, brother. Same, brother. This is gonna be fun. We're gonna have a good time. I figure, what a better way to start July with my first Saturday stream. Let's have a party, man. Let's go. Yeah. Let's get some guests. Let's just have a good time. And speaking of good times, Lee, thank you for your super chats. And I got a clip for you here. I just uploaded it, and so here it comes. This is the way. You remember back on PBS? There was a show back in you probably never remember this, a long time ago, called Sit and Be Fit. That was a show. And if you don't remember, don't worry about it. It was a little lady that sat there with like some senior citizens, and they would do these little things. When I was a kid, I would just turn it on. It was just kind of fun to watch. Don't ask me why. It was whatever. I was like 6. But anyway, this clip kind of reminds me of that. So Lee, this is a brand new clip for July. Never before seen on the channel. Here we go. There you go. There you go. It's just like that.
Oh man, that's great.
Oh, man.
And Bob, here, I got some other clips that you haven't even seen yet. So as super chats come in tonight, I'll be showing them again.
That's awesome.
Man.
Oh, dang. Lee, thank you so much, my friend. You're awesome. Appreciate you. All right. All righty. And looks like we got some more. Hold on a second here. Hold on. Let me make sure I'm caught up now. I don't want to miss any super chats that have come through here, guys, because I appreciate you. And I always want to make sure I put you guys at the front of the line. That's always my promise. What's up, Alina? Good to see you. Glad you're here. See you guys hitting the thumbs up button. We're already at 75. So we're already at 75. It's already getting higher. I'm telling you, it happens every live stream when we do it. Yeah. Just keep smashing that thumbs up button, and the more thumbs up higher, our viewer count will get higher and higher. All right, look here, guys. We got ourselves another super chat. Anthony coming in with a $5. Thank you, man. Yo, fellas, if Jim Gillespie or Robert Rodriguez directs the first Scream movie, does franchise still end up doing 7 films or end up like I Know What You Did last summer? Okay, I have a very strong opinion on that, but I'll wrap us up. So, Bob, seeing as you just got to join, I'm going to let you start us off, and we'll go around, and I'll finish it for us.
I think I don't think we'd get quite to the part of I Know What You Did Last Summer. I think we'd at least get up to 5 films, personally, if it was done by either of them. I don't know. I just have that weird feeling. Really no thought behind it. I just see it working, to be honest.
Okay. All right. Brandon, what do you think, man? Do you think we would have had what we're seeing now if Wes had not been involved with the franchise?
I don't know, man, because Wes was very different. He was very different. He plays a big part in Scream. He is Scream, literally. His brains, everything, that's the reason we love it, I feel, because if anyone would have ever just touched Scream and did what they did with it by directing, I think we wouldn't even got close to what Wes, because all his films are the same. When you look at them, it's a certain feeling. You know, when you look at Nightmare on Elm Street, you look at Scream, they all different in their own ways. Even, People Under the Stairs. The three things that they all have in common, they're legendary. So it's the man behind those films. So I don't think probably 4 or probably a good 3. I don't think they would have went as far. We like those films because of Wes. He's the man behind it. So.
And you could really feel a difference with 5, with him not being here. It wasn't like just a slight change. Like you really felt a big difference without him there directing.
I agree.
Yeah, and how the movie looked.
Yeah,
it looked different. Everything, the way the cinematography was different, the feel of it. I mean, guy was he's a friggin' legend. It's him and like we're talking about Wes Craven, John Carpenter. We're talking about the elite horror directors, Hitchcock of our time in the genre. And so Kevin Williamson, sure, I think that you can make an argument that he still would have he still wrote Scream 1 but I think that the difference is that a lot of this stuff what we see that we love was actually Wes. Like Kevin's script would give dialogue, and then but Wes is the one that made these scenes look how they do.
Yeah.
And I'll never forget the Scream 2, like the whole opening scene where Kevin Williamson says, Omar goes into the bathroom, Wes makes it scary. That's all he writes. Wes, actually, that whole kill was Wes's kill. And that's not the only time. So if you put a different director in there, we don't know what they're. First of all, who knows what they're going to do with these scenes? They may be something that we didn't even really like that much,
Just like Perkins from 4.
Yeah,
that was his idea too.
That's another one. That's right. That murder scene of Perkins. Yeah, that was another thing. Same thing. All it said was he gets stabbed. That's literally all Kevin wrote, and that's very vague. You could be anything, But Wes made it creative and memorable. So. And again, no knock on Robert Rodriguez or Jim, or nothing. It's nothing against them. I think it's more about who Wes was more than them, who they are. I think and who knows. But I have a hard time believing we would have gotten more than maybe a Scream 2, because don't forget Scream 3. Kevin didn't write that. Right. That was Wes Craven and Aaron Kruger that wrote that movie, and. So if some people hate it, some people love it, some are in the middle. I personally love the movie, and I think it gets better after every watch because you start to really see more about what you may have missed before, and when you understand the backstory of it, it really makes the movie 20 times better. Just knowing how Wes salvaged that film to make it what we had.
Oh yeah.
And so I just would be concerned if it was a less experienced director. If you have a guy that's not as experienced in that role and Kevin can't do it, he now is given this stuff and says, you've got to go make this movie watchable.
Yeah.
And dude, that's a tall order. But a guy like Wes, he had such a depth and experience in his since the 70s.
Yeah.
And he knew how he could do it. But it's a great question. Anthony's got such great questions,
Oh, yeah.
He always brings these really thought-provoking questions.
Love it.
And love that. And just so you guys know, we're up to like 83 people. I'm telling you guys, you guys are helping make this happen. You just keep smashing the thumbs up button if you're just popping in. Welcome. Great to see you here. glad you're here. I hope you plan to stay a while because we're going to be here a while. And Anthony, we got to do something here for Anthony. Hey, you know what? Let's play a new clip because Bob hasn't seen him yet.
Oh man,
Brandon, you pick this one, and then Jack, you can pick the next one.
Okay.
Man, I'm gonna go with Dooley's dad, man.
Okay, and Jack, you had stepped away during this clip. I don't think you saw this.
Oh,
guys, check this out. This is a real gem, and I'm gonna tell you guys about it. What makes it even better? It's already great. But anyway, I'll tell you. There's a backstory. Here we go, Anthony. Thank you for your super chat, my friend, and a great question. Bro, you can keep those coming all night. I look forward to them every time with your questions. Here we go.
Sorry. I couldn't help but notice the beauty of your form. Hi.
Man, what?
So, dude,
I love it. I love it.
Okay, let me tell you, man. Yeah, that's brand new. Just debuted tonight for the month of July.
Awesome.
For part of my super chat clips for the month. Man. And let me tell you the story about this real quick. I know you guys in the chat have heard it, but there's a lot of new people here now. So, real quick, the person that comes out of the shower there, the older gentleman, that is Louis Arquette. That's David Arquette's father, who plays Sheriff Hartley in Scream. I mean, Chief Hartley in Scream 2. That's who that is.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
How about that?
That's cool.
That is crazy.
So cool. Thank you, Anthony. And look at here. Donna coming in with a $10 super chat. Donna, thanks. So good to see you. Now that Bob's here, you have to play the Sledgehammer shower clip. Oh my gosh, that's perfect.
Yeah,
just played it. That's so good. You know what? Maybe we should just play it again. You guys want to see that one again, or do you want to see something else, Bob? You want to do it again?
Yeah,
okay.
do it again.
All right, here we go. Now when you watch it, knowing this is Chief Hartley getting out of the shower, just keep that in mind. David Arquette's father. Here we go.
Sorry. I couldn't help but notice the beauty of your form. Hi.
Oh my! Then at the end, man,
he's like grabbing his head, like.
That's awesome.
And the reason he does that, just so you know, because earlier in the show, Sledgehammer is trying to like hammer this pole into the ground for a fence post, and he's got this big sledgehammer, actually a sledgehammer, and this is his name too. And he goes back, and David Arquette's father's bringing out a pitcher of lemonade, and it hits him right on the head, knocks him out. And so that's why he's got this head bandage wrapped around.
That's awesome.
Oh my gosh, man, that's so funny. I absolutely love it. Okay. So Donna, thank you so much. Really, really appreciate your super chat. It's very, very generous of you. You guys are being so sweet and generous tonight to start off the month of July. Appreciate it. And let's see here. I got another super chat coming through. Anthony with a $2 super chat. Who did 90s horror need more, Wes Craven or Kevin Williamson? Well, Jack, how about we start with you? We'll go the other way around. And I'll give you my answer last because I have an answer for you. But Jack, what do you think?
They're both so unique in their own way, but they complement each other so well. If I had to choose, I would say, oh God, I don't know, probably Kevin, because he wrote the stuff. I don't know, but Wes is just Anthony. Come on, dang it.
I know.
I don't know. I don't know because they're both so important. I think Wes really needed something to reinvent himself. So I'll say Wes. But Kevin wrote like such good 90s stuff, and he's just such a great writer. I don't know. I don't know. That's a tongue twister.
All right, Brandon, how about you, man? What's your feeling?
Yeah, Anthony. Questions. Kind of like what Jack said, man. It's like they both complement each other, and it's like I'm gonna have to probably go with Wes, man. It's just what he did was incredible, man, and it kind of like Scream. It gave horror another chance. It gave it another chance, and I feel like Nightmare on Elm Street was different. And to be honest, you guys, I think anything that Wes touches is gold. People Under the Stairs, Scream, Nightmare on Elm Street, everything he touches, it's gold. It's going to go far. It's legendary, and
I think if he no disrespect to the guy who directed I Know What You Did Last Summer, but I feel like if Wes did that and teamed up with Kevin on that, I feel like that would have been a successful franchise as well too. I mean, it's successful, people know about it, but it's not like Scream,
Yeah.
So I totally agree with you. I think Wes really had an eye for things, really did.
I definitely I think it's Wes, man. I would love to see what Urban Legend could have been if like Wes would have just got his hands on that. Because when you watch that, it's like, now what if Wes Craven put his finger on this? It's like, wow, I just wish, man.
I mean, and I like Urban Legend a lot, and to think of Wes had it, what elevation could it have had? Oh my gosh, bro!
That would have been literally, oh my, that would have been crazy.
That'd been nuts. Hey, Bob, what do you think, man? What are your thoughts on the question?
All right, this one's tough because I'm gonna say Wes, but there's one thing that I do want to establish with Kevin. If he didn't hear that whole Gainesville Ripper, we might not have had Wes reinvent himself, because that whole story came from that when he wrote it.
Yeah.
And Wes was iffy about directing it at first. Remember, he had turned it down at first.
He did. Yes.
So
he did. He turned it down several times. Yeah.
So I would say Wes, on the simple fact we know how it turned out. But knowing the whole backstory, if we didn't have Kevin Williamson, we might not have horror being what horror is today. It revived a dead franchise. So I have to say, for reality purposes of what could have been, Kevin.
Yeah. It's kind of like you needed one to springboard for it to come to fruition. You had to have that screenplay that three studios were
very true
in a bidding war over for a weekend. Yeah. And Miramax, unfortunately, that's right, I said unfortunately, the Weinsteins won the bidding war. I wish it would have gone to one of the other, anybody else but them.
Yeah.
But it did. And they asked Wes like 4 times. Wes turned it down. They wanted him. And then I remember Wes told the story how he ran into I don't know where he was at, if it was a convention or if it was something, a signing, autograph, whatever. Anyway, this 12 or 13-year-old girl came up to him, I think it was, and said, or some teenager, and said, "Hey, when are you going to make a really kick blank movie? And when you going to make your next kick blank movie?" And he was like, that comment like said, "You know what? I want to do it. I'm going to do it." So he called him back and says, "I'm in," and the rest is history. And so I think my answer is going to be, and this is not a cop-out answer, this is what I really believe. I think 90s horror needed both of them. They needed both of them because, to Bob's point, there's no Scream happening without Kevin Williamson, because he's what got the screenplay written and sold. And then Wes took these sheets of paper and gave us a masterpiece. He took these ingredients and he went and put his chef's hat on and he brought out a dinner to die for. And that's what
he knew you didn't have to be so brutal and gruesome to make a punch. You know what I mean? That's what I love about Wes so much. It's like he knows how to have a blend of like a little bit of everything in there, and it just works like so beautifully.
So beautifully, absolutely. It was great. Just what a finished product. Just unbelievable. And then like I say, the rest of those first 4 Screams, man, I can watch. The rewatchability for me is so high. I can watch those things.
Oh, yeah.
And I do watch them all the freaking time. I'll just sit there and recant lines with the actors on the screen.
That's like me too.
I do it. I'll just, you know, because like you know what they're going to say ahead of time. You know, you already know what's about to come out of their mouths, and it's like,
right.
You know,
you just can't pick your genre.
You just can't pick your genre. That's right. Oh, it is. Of course, it is. All one big movie.
And the difference between Wes and the other guys, man, the stuff that Wes touched is when you go look back at it now, it's very clean. Like everything is tight and clean. When you look at other people when they're dealing with their films and stuff like that, it's kind of you got stuff that's leaking out here. Stuff is sloppy. You got to explain it. It's like when you look at the films that Wes did, they're so clean and tight. You don't even have a lot of scratch your head moments because it's like it's all laid out for you. So you gotta love Wes Craven, man.
You know, I like to describe his movies, with the exception of the Last House on the Left because of what it was. I can't say that it doesn't fit, but the word I like to use with all of his movies have class.
Classy,
They're all classy.
Yeah.
Every one of them, dude. They're done with taste and with class. And
you see, and that's why I see a lot of people, and that's okay if this is what they want, but like they want a Scream movie that's like ultra violent and ultra this and that, like super like
Tarantino
torture
style.
Porn, like blood. But that's just not. If you're gonna reboot it and make it your own, like Rob Zombie, that's a different story.
That's different,
but if you're like piling off of a legacy that was given by one of the classiest horror directors out there, you keep it like that. You keep it like that because the fans love that. They love that about it. And I just, I don't see them doing that with the next one or future ones unless somebody just reboots the whole thing from scratch. And like Rob Zombie, of course, again, like he just totally made that movie series just like his own. You feel like it's his own. And it worked for some and it didn't work for others. So,
it's true.
But yeah, that's just my thought. So class, Steven, you're right, class.
Yeah, man, it's like it's who he was as a person. You know, that was the kind of guy he was. That's how he did his movies. And you know, I say it like, and Wes. I've said this quote. Wes many times said, "Making a movie more gory doesn't make it more scary. It just makes it more gory." Doesn't increase the fear factor and the tension. It just makes it.
He
grosser.
knew a strong story, a strong cast, and good directing really brings out a punch. That's what Hitchcock did best. I mean, Hitchcock. When you watch Psycho, the first time I watched that movie, which essentially almost has no blood at all and is black and white, scared the bejesus out of me because it was directed so well. That's why they're the masters. That's the original Halloween. That's why John Carpenter is one of the legends of horror. Yeah. Beautiful filmmaking.
Man, they're legends. That's why I put them in the same group. Carpenter too, man. I mean, look at Halloween '78. There's maybe like 8 ounces of blood in that whole movie. Because it wasn't about that, and yet we all talk. You know, we referencing that as a masterpiece. That's like an iconic film. And you don't need it. If you write a good story and you've got good tension, good suspense, and the imagination will do the heavy lifting.
Oh,
that does all the work.
That's the scariest part. Yep.
Yeah. And you know, I tell you what's not scary though, Anthony, is your amazing question and your super chat, my friend.
Yes.
That's so thankful and so thoughtful of you. And you know, one thing that's important to remember is that, you know, whether you're giving service or you're selling something, it's all the same.
Selling is service.
And service is selling.
Service is selling.
And selling is service.
That's right.
It's just this little step they're doing for
Beautiful.
Oh,
beautiful.
Yes. That is like, Emmy Award winning choreography. It's awesome. Love it. So Bob, you're coming in here a little bit later. So let's just real quick. I want to get I've already asked the Jack and Brandon, but I want to hear your thoughts because you and I haven't talked this week yet about this, and so I want to know what you think about the Sydney situation with Nev, and you know, just kind of recap. I think Brandon and Jack, we all agreed. I think we all agree we're at like 80%. She's coming back, right? Is it you guys both? Did you guys both agree that's where you're at too? Okay. So we're all 80%. She's back. There's still a 20% chance it won't happen, but that's where we're at. So Bob, where are you at percentage-wise if you had to put a number on it?
I'm at 90%.
Nice. All right.
And I'm going to say the same thing I said when the news first dropped. She's not going to be in it. To me, it just screamed, as being a wrestling fan, CM Punk vibes. I'm thinking she's playing y'all, a lot of people for fools, because our community still has theories and that going on. A lot of other people haven't been talking theories and that. It's more on that. It stops people from ruining the movie for themselves.
So you felt that too, right, Bob? Like you just felt it in your gut that it was not over yet. You know, you just felt like there was something that was coming. Yeah.
Yep. Because Nev's not the kind of person that's going to throw the new cast under the bus by coming out saying that to ruin their chances of having a successful film.
Oh yeah.
I know Nev might want the money, but Nev would never take over in that sense because she knows the fans love that franchise enough to where Sydney will get her goodbye in 7. I guarantee you. And 6 was a hearty roll only for one thing. The ending of that cameo. That has more significance than any other part of that movie.
Well put.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And what a beautiful ending it should be in 7. I'll have tears in my eyes, probably.
Oh, man.
You all know I cry at everything.
I think we all will.
Yeah. Yep. I want to leave that theater. You know, like, there's so many times we have movies that, like, you're like, I want more. Like, for me, the most recent Jurassic World movie, I want more. I want more. That doesn't feel like an end. I want to leave Scream 7 feeling like, okay, if I never get another Scream movie ever again, I'm happy with this. And this is a beautiful beginning, middle, and end of a beautiful saga. And that's just what I'm hoping for, that when I leave that theater, I'm not like, what's next? You know, I just want to, like, be happy and content with it. So I want to have a series that I can be proud to show my kids one day and be like, this is the complete story. This is it. Enjoy it. Enjoy the ride. So
enjoy the ride. It's funny you say the ride because
on the stew train, baby. Stew train, baby.
Heck yeah. Look at that. Look, come on, man. Tell me if that's the way this has to end, gentlemen. It has to end right here.
It has to.
No question.
Perfect. That'll be a perfect way to close it all out.
Kill him at the end, burn the damn house down, and
everything.
like whatever it takes place in, and like that's it.
That's it. It's over.
Let the movie end with Sydney just standing over the ashes of this house wherever the ending takes place, and just like standing there fiercely, like, yes, that's it, done, it's over.
Yep. I'm with you. I definitively want Stu to die. I want him put in a wood chipper, decapitated.
Yes.
I mean, it's going to be no ambiguity. I mean, this is it. It's final. Like it's done. I'm okay
Rip
with
him
that.
to shreds.
I mean, honestly, there's a part of me, guys. Let's tell me what you guys think. Part of me kind of like almost feels like it's fitting. It should end. It should end with Stu dying, completely dying. It should happen that way.
Yeah.
Be beautiful. Yeah.
It's almost like Halloween ends. You know, people are saying Michael and Laurie should go out. It's just like these franchises are so powerful and they mean so much to us. We will want to see, because we're fans of Sydney and the character of Ghostface. You know, we're fans of Laurie and Michael, so we're going to want to just see them go out together to complete the whole story. If this makes sense, I just want a handshake out the theater. Like, you've been such a great fan.
Yeah.
I even want like a little like epilogue scene. You know how Scream 3 has just that absolutely beautiful epilogue scene of like Sydney opening up the gates to her house and stuff like that. I want like whatever, the killer reveal, the killer killed, and then like a nice 10 minutes to breathe at the end of that movie to just see everybody happy, a beautiful ending. Maybe they're all by Dewey's grave or something like that, you know. Dude, like just something beautiful. Make us feel like it was left on such a beautiful note. Not an open-ended thing, just like that's it. Maybe there's more stories to tell in the Scream universe, but for Sydney and for that whole Woodsboro storyline, let's end it right there. So.
Yeah, because
love it.
Yeah.
Hey, just want to say hi to little Joey coming in. Says, what's up, guys? Just came from Shape Stream. All right.
Love Joey, man. Awesome.
So awesome. And you know what else is awesome, guys? I got to just take 2 seconds here and say, if you have not subscribed to Hunting for Entertainment, I Like Scary, and Jack Stannis' channels, guys, please go subscribe right now to their channels. Simply just search their names. They're going to come right up. You'll go right to their channels and give them a subscribe. They make amazing content, and I promise you, I'll never send you somewhere that you won't enjoy. All right, or at least that I don't think you're going to enjoy. So, I mean, I shouldn't be so presumptuous, but I feel confident that you're going to enjoy, right? Yeah. And so, seriously, guys, they're amazing, great guys as well. They're great human beings, great guys. We all have a common mission here, not just creating good what we strive to be good content for you, but to have it done in a way that is uplifting, is positive, is encouraging, and we support one another. We support you as in our communities, and with no negativity or toxicity. That is what we all have in common, in addition to our love for movies and horror and all these and everything else. So I promise you guys, you're going to get that same experience on everyone's channel that you see here. Okay? It's going to happen. So do me a favor, go give them a subscription. They deserve it, and you're going to earn it right back, even if you've never before. When you go watch their videos after this stream, you'll be like, "Oh man, you know what? That Craven dude, he gets something
some
right
good
every
taste.
now and then. Yeah,
he's got some good taste.
You know? Speaking of good taste, Jennifer Armstrong. Look at Jennifer bringing in a $5 super chat. Jennifer, thank you. Okay, here we go. So we get Scream 7. Oh no, Jennifer, you're breaking my heart. And there is no stew. How do you feel about that movie and the franchise as a whole now?
I would definitely be let down.
Yeah.
If it's a quality piece of work and it still feels like a conclusion, I'd be happy with it, of course. But I think I was like so far deep into the stew train thing that like I would be let down. I would leave the theater feeling like, okay, a missed opportunity. That's what it is, a missed opportunity. And if that really is the end, and Nev and Courtney and anybody else doesn't want to come back, I just feel like it won't happen. Then if it doesn't happen in these two upcoming movies, I don't think it's going to happen. That's why I'm hoping. I'm like, this is like, because you get to Scream 10 and then Stu's back and like there's no original cast in it. It's not going to feel the same. So if they're going to do it, they have to do it now. That's just my thought. I would be disappointed for sure. But again, if it's good, I'm not going to deny if a film is good, if it's a great movie. But I think I'm like so hyped. I'm like trying to, I always have to have that pessimistic side of like, okay, maybe it won't happen. You don't want to get yourself too excited, but I find it very hard in this situation. So I'm like trying to taper my expectations. But the more I hear about these movies, the more I just get so excited about them. And so that's my 2 cents.
Yep, 100%. Brandon, how about you, man? What will you, if there's no stew, what are you going to think, man?
I kind of feel like if there's no stew, it's kind of like Jack says, missed opportunity because to be honest, I know technically Billy Loomis wasn't. He was a character, but he wasn't actually. He was just thoughts in Sam's mind or something like that. Mm-hmm. But I feel like if you put Billy Loomis in the Scream film, which is Scream 5, that just got it kicking back up, why not bring Stu? If you got Billy Loomis in it, it only makes sense in the next film to make it that complete feeling and not, make it feel like make the fans feel like it's something missing. Oh, what is that? That's Stu. That's what's missing, Stu. So if they give us Stu, it'll be all complete. Plus Nev and Courtney Cox is like, wow, they did it. We already lost Dewey, and we didn't even get the 3 OG characters on the screen together. A lot of people didn't notice that, and it's like, just bring Stu. You have Billy Loomis in there, Skeet Ulrich. Bring Stu, make it complete.
Yep. You could have this epic scene of Sam battling Stu, and like they quickly just like pass a mirror as they're fighting each other, and like very quickly you just see Billy and Stu fighting each other. Like her alter ego. Dude, how awesome would that be?
Yeah, that would be so crazy. And maybe even like they're fighting, and Stu sees these weird visions now of Sam looking like Billy Loomis, and like he's seeing his face, like, wow, that would just be crazy.
Yeah, it could even be just 5 seconds, and it would just pack such a punch.
Yeah, I just agree with Jack, man. I wouldn't hate it if it's a great film. You gotta respect it. If it's a good stream,
of course,
you're gonna love it. But it would suck to know you run. It's like I hate to compare it to Halloween, but you brought Halloween back, and what if you didn't bring Laurie back or Hawkins? So it's kind of up that way, So.
Absolutely.
Yeah, 100%. Bob, how about you, man?
I'm with Jack and Brent. It would just be the biggest missed opportunity that they did. They dropped so many hints in 5. I guarantee you they're dropping hints in 6. I mean, what was that? One's name Jack Champion or something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
He resembles Stu a lot, and also he was following Matthew Lillard right after he got announced.
Yes. That's right.
Something tells me.
Oh boy, I didn't know that. Oh yes. Dang!
I just got a feeling on that one.
Yep, he's following Matthew Lillard on Twitter, and Jack Champion's 17. Not that matters, but he's only 17 years old. He's following Matthew Lillard now, and I don't know. I'm telling you, man. I see a little smoke out there in the air.
Yep, that cliffhanger is going to be the mastermind calling Sidney Prescott. You heard it from me first. That's how it's going to end, right there. The Scream 6, that big cliffhanger, the phone rings. There's some mastermind on the phone, and then that's it. 7, we get the big reveal. Unless I mentioned we get the reveal at the end of 6. It could be possible. You don't know.
I don't know. I don't want. See, that's the thing. I don't want Stu to be revealed in 6. I do not. What I want it to end is all of us looking at it, seeing little breadcrumbs. Like 5 had little breadcrumbs, which I've outlined, tons, right? And then we get some more little outlines, or not outlines. Sorry, help me out. Breadcrumbs. I'm playing. Yeah. In 6, and she gets that phone call, or she gets attacked. And then it ends without resolution. We don't know who it is for sure or who it is. Because I would rather go, and some people are probably thinking, wouldn't you rather know? I would rather go a whole year or a year and a half with us talking about, is it Stu? Is it not Stu? And all of our theories from 6 of what it could be. And it would be fever pitch. Yeah. It would be fever pitch getting into this thing, right? And man, so yeah, I think again, huge missed opportunity, 100%. We're all agree there. It could still be a good movie. It would not ruin the movie, but it would be almost like, you could win the Super Bowl by 1 point, or you can win by 50 points. So the movie could be good by just 1 point, or with Stu's there, they could win by 50 and just crush it. And that's kind of how I'm thinking of with it too.
Somebody even said, Steve, maybe it was you, but somebody even said that Scream 6 and Scream 7 are essentially going to be like one long movie into 2 parts. You know how like the end of a series kind of does that sometimes, like something part 1, part 2. I heard that somewhere. I'm not. Maybe it was you or someone else, but I mean that's a possibility too. Where once 7 comes out, it could just feel like one big movie, kind of like Halloween and Halloween Kills.
Right.
They kind of fade together. So
yeah, and if you have a cliffhanger ending, it almost needs to continue like Halloween Kills did from 18, where it's like, because especially if she's attacked her on the phone, you would hope that would just pick right up and continue, but. Yeah. Doesn't have to, but hopefully so. Hey, you know what else is happening, guys? I've got a knock at the door. Man, that's right. Someone's knocking, and you know who it is. Man, it's my good buddy, Marcus, and you guys out there in the chat may better know him as Marcus, get ready. I'm going to burn my throat cords for you, man. Here we go. I shot him 6 times. Oh, that hurt. What's up, dude? Welcome.
Oh, there we go.
I shot him 6 times. I shot him in the heart.
Dude, thanks for coming on my little party stream for my first Saturday night live stream of July.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me, buddy. Always appreciate it.
Absolutely. Hey, listen, real quick, before I get your clip for you, I do want to let everyone know, because I've had a lot of people ask me about, and Brandon was talking about this on your stream earlier. I was able to listen to you for just a little bit, and I really appreciate the kind words you gave about the People versus Stu Macher. It was, that was really, very sweet of you, man. You guys really, really talked a lot about it. And if you guys have not seen this, look, if you think Stu's dead and you're like convinced, okay, great. I respect that. But hang on a second. If you're on the fence and you're not really sure, I respect that. And hang on, I'm not done with you yet. If you know you're on that Stu train, then all 3 groups, no matter where you stand, you need to go check out right here in the live chat. I'm putting a link. It's the People versus Stu Macher. Guys, it is an event that we did prepared for 3 months, every week with weekly meetings, do like an hour and a half every week in meetings, plus doing our own research to get this thing done. And it is the most comprehensive deep dive into the character of Stu Macher that you will ever find on YouTube. Am I lying, guys, in the panel? You tell me.
No.
It's definitely something you guys need to check out, man, for sure.
It's a must watch.
I had a blast being a part of it. It was a lot of fun.
And Jack was able to get in and be Mr. Anderson. Mr. Anderson.
It's funny. It's been since the last time I saw you. Was that like when I signed on? My name was still Jack Anderson.
Oh,
so funny. I should have just kept it.
I know. You should have just for one more night.
Yeah.
That's funny. So. Anyway, guys, listen, and I want to tell you guys, in case you haven't heard, lately, and some of the stuff I haven't even got a chance to talk about, but I've had several people, and even one on my last stream, just whenever that was, a couple of days ago, who came out and said, "Hey, you guys changed my mind. I was not on the Stu train, and now I believe he is alive. I believe it. You flipped me over." And I've had several people that they've watched it with an open mind. And they said, you know what? The evidence is pretty overwhelming. It leads me there. So I would just encourage you, if you don't think it, go with an open mind. That's all. Go with an open mind. Check it out and see what you think. And Jennifer, for your $5 super chat, and hang on 1 second, by the way. I do see another super chat that's come through. And I'll get to you. Jen, I see you there. I've got you. 1 second. So for Jennifer's super chat, now, let's see here. Should we play a new clip, or you want to do a Bobo, or you want to do something new, guys? I got 4 new clips I've uploaded for July. And Marcus, you haven't seen any yet. So Marcus, you pick, man. New clip or one of the classics?
New clip.
Okay, new clip.
New clip.
All right. Here we go. This was for, oh man, I've been doing the shower one a lot. I should hold up. Let me do this one first. Here we go. Jennifer, for your super chat, thank you so much. And here is your new clip.
Imagine what it's like being a coroner. Going to bed every night knowing the first thing to greet you in the morning is a dead body.
Of course I can imagine, DeRoe. I told you. I I was married for 5 years.
That's terrible.
That is freaking crazy.
Oh man,
That's awesome.
Thank you so much. And guys, listen, just so you know, it's a total joke. Obviously, I've been married 21 years, so I can tell you it's a good thing. All right, so so 21 years, my friend. But I love that show, and that's just how Sledgehammer. That's how Sledgehammer was. He's a great character.
Yeah,
that's awesome. That's awesome. All right, guys, I'm gonna dip out for a few. I'm gonna go eat something, and then I'll be back.
Dinner,
okay?
buddy.
Yeah.
You'll be here.
All right.
See
Sounds
you,
good.
man.
I'll see you
All
guys
right.
in a few. All right.
Sounds good. All right.
All right.
See ya. And Jennifer says, "P.S. Stew Train." Yeah, Jennifer. That's right. Speaking of the Stew Train, man, let's get it up. We haven't heard from Matthew Lillard today, and I think it's time we heard from Matthew himself. What do you think, guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's do it. Here we go.
Yeah.
How would you envision Stu returning to Scream 5?
Scarred. Well, he's not in 5, I'll tell you that. But whenever he comes back somewhere in the future, because that's what happens in horror movies all the time, they bring the killers back. He's scarred, but yet handsome with great abs.
He feels he didn't die.
I didn't, dude. I will throw a TV on my face right now to prove it. On TV, I will be like, here's the deal. This 2-ton TV, I'm going to throw on my face. And if I die, then I will let this moment go.
I think the TVs now you wouldn't die, but the TVs back then you definitely would.
I would not die. I would not die. They had to add those sparks. Those sparks aren't real.
So I would like to argue on behalf of the stupidheads out there that he is still alive.
Oh, it never gets old, guys. Love it. All right. You guys there? You guys sleeping? Are you guys tired? What's going on, man? Dude.
A little bit of lag.
I say it must have been a lag. What's up? Thank you, Jennifer. Appreciate your super chat.
A little bit of lag on my end.
No worries, man. I was like, oh no.
Yeah, Marcus, me and you are dealing with some storms in our areas.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Yeah,
those can be a pain, man.
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So just want to say hi real quick to where's it at? Daddy's Queen's Fantastic World. Says I had running a little bit late, but I'm here now. Thank you for joining. You're right on time. We're just getting started. Marcus just joined us. So we're just getting in. What are you talking about? The party always starts when Marcus shows up, man. That's when the party gets started. So you're good. You are way okay. And I see Dino is here. Dino says, I'll be there all night long for this stream. I love it. Yeah. Welcome. And Nick's here. Nick Push's Horror Channel. What's up, Nick?
What's up, man?
Welcome to the stream. Glad you're here. Make yourself yeah. And I saw a post here earlier from Carrie that said that, Marcus, you're at like 4 subs away from 300, man. Is that right? You're at 296 right now, dude?
200. No, I'm at 196, I believe. Yeah.
196. That's what I meant to say. I meant to say one. I just said the wrong number. That's right. To 200. Dude, all right. So, guys, look.
Yep.
Come on, man. We can do this. Get your channel pulled up, Marcus. Get ready to start refreshing. Guys, listen. I want you to do me a favor right now. There's 70 people here. I guarantee you 4 of you are not subscribed yet to I Shot Him 6 Times. I guarantee it. 4 of you out of 70. So, guys, if you go to his channel right now, let's get him to 200. We can celebrate with Marcus right now at 200 subs. If everyone would go right now to his channel and just hit subscribe. And then go back and watch his content because it's really good stuff. And to make it simple for you,
Appreciate it.
Man, listen, it's my pleasure to do. And I'm going to put a link to his channel in the chat. So I'm going to make, okay, $199. Guys, we just need one more. He's at $199 right now. Keep on smashing it, guys. Let's go. We're going to have a big celebration right here live with Marcus on his channel to hit 200 subs. All right? Let's get him over 200. Let's get him to 205, 210. Let's go. There you go. Just click the link in the chat. You don't even have to go search for him.
Do it.
Just hit it. Jennifer says, I just did it. Okay, does that did it? Did that do it? Let's see. I shot him.
Times.
All right, Marcus, dude, you're at 204, baby. Yeah. Bam! Just like that. 204.
Thank you, buddy. Appreciate it.
We just got you there. So everyone, round of applause. 200 subs. Well done, my friend. Yes.
Thank you.
And I'm so happy that I could have a little hand in pushing that over the edge tonight with 8 subs right there in less than 60 seconds. And guys, don't stop. To keep going. Extron says I just subbed. Let's go. Keep it up. Let's load them up. And listen, you guys know, everybody here as well, I like Scary. Man, Brandon is quickly becoming one of my favorite content creators. The more I'm on Brandon's streams, I just enjoy him more and more every time, just like I do Marcus and Bob. Everybody that I hear, I love these guys, man. So, yeah, let's do it. Keep it up. So, Marcus, you can celebrate tonight, my friend. You know, you're at 205 now. They're still coming in, my friend. There we go. Yeah.
Appreciate it. Everybody in the chat, and of course, Craven, appreciate you, my friend. I tell you all the time, you're part of the big inspiration why I decided to make my channel. So always appreciate you, my friend.
Man, it really is my pleasure, buddy. I'm glad to do it. You guys are amazing, and man, it just really is. This is what I always dreamt to have one day. I wanted my channel to be like this, and I won't go into a long diatribe. You guys know I can do it, but I'll just say for this, for the shortness of time, that this is what I always hoped would happen, and I'm so grateful and humbled that it's happening, and that we have this community here, and you guys are all amazing, and to see some of you starting to go and launch your channels. And I just want to do all I can to be there to lift you on my shoulders as much as I can and say, let's get it up. Let's go, guys. You guys can do it. You're making it happen. And I love it, man. I absolutely love it.
Yeah.
So,
and Craven, I just want to thank you, because without your channel, me and Marcus wouldn't be doing what we're doing every week now.
That's true, man. You guys together are a dynamic duo. I really enjoy watching you guys together. It's a lot of fun. Well, man, I'm so happy. That even warms my heart, man.
Yeah.
That's so awesome, man.
It should, man, because honestly, you I don't think you even realize sometimes how many people you inspire, Craven. I mean, you really do.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely, yeah.
Well, man, look, I'm humble. I'm grateful. I take none of this for granted. I take none of you for granted. And I just think that we can do so much for others if we'll open our hearts and not close them. If we'll actually dare to open them and dare to be vulnerable and help people and love on people and encourage them, each other, right? Like what we're doing here. You guys are encouraging me right now. So you're refilling my tank now, so that I can go and do it more with others. It's reciprocal, man. And this is what I'm talking about. This is that, where we care about each other, we support each other, and rather than being someone who tries to tear down someone, let's repair each other and build each other to something better than we were before. Yeah. It's like I'm a better person because I know you, because you're a part of my life. then man, this is what it should be. And I'm so thankful for it. And you guys, I'm thankful for all of you and all of you in the chat, everyone here that's a part of what we're doing and in the same mindset of being positive and helping each other. And I'm just, man, I could go on all night about it, but I won't because everyone will probably start leaving. But I just have to say, I appreciate you guys, man, so much. Oh, that's awesome, man. Thank you, Anthony. We're in this thing together, and I know it sounds, some may say it sounds cheesy, but I don't really care because I believe it's true that, we're not here to just do videos and horror together. We're here to do life together.
Yeah.
I mean, seriously. And
right.
Life can get messy and hard and challenging. And I want you guys to know that you have a place to come where when you have those moments where you feel isolated and you feel all alone, whether you're a content creator or a consumer or either or both, it doesn't matter. We all have those moments in life where we do feel like we're in this fight alone sometimes. Even though we may have loved ones around us, it's a very personal thing that we're going through and maybe no one knows about it. But at the end of the day, this is a place where you can come and know that you can open up and you can be accepted and you can be appreciated and you have a voice to be heard. And that's what this is about. And knowing that we can do this together. There's strength in numbers, right, guys? And whatever we're going through, if there's, when we get together, it just comes out better. We're not, I don't believe God designed us to live on islands all alone. He designed us to be in community with each other. And I believe that this is living proof here on this channel that no matter what your background is, what issues you may be dealing with in your life or have, that all of us can come together equally profoundly valuable human beings and say, I can see past my differences with Marcus because I love him as a brother. I can look past any differences of opinion I have with Brandon because he's more important than the issue. I can look at Bob and say, you know what? I may not agree with him on this thing, but that's not what is important. What's important is my relationship with him. And those are the things that matter most because movies are going to fade away. Movies will go into vaults one day. The movies are going to be memories. But what matters are people. And what outlasts you is the legacy you leave with others. The legacy and impact you make on other people. That is what will live on beyond your years. That's what will continue to live. And the more people that's life you can change, they'll change others. And the domino effect will ripple down through time in the future. Just keep rippling. That's how much power everyone here has. And the problem is, though, right, guys, sometimes in life, we let life beat us up to the point that we don't feel like we have any power, that we don't have any control, that we don't have any influence, that we don't have any way to much less help anyone else or ourselves. That's a lie. No matter what those things you're battling are, guys, and listen, this is for someone. I don't know who needs to hear this, but I know it and I feel it within my soul. I know someone here needs this message right now. And I'm going to finish up and we're going to talk horror. Okay? So don't tune out on me. But I just want to tell you, it doesn't matter how you feel. The reality is still the same. You do matter. You do have value. And not only that, you have value enough, so much even, that you can affect other people. That's right. You, the one who may be dealing with issues that you feel you're out of control and can be of no benefit to anyone, or maybe even no benefit to this world. Those are lies. They are lies you're telling yourself. They're lies that you're hearing that aren't true. All right? So whatever's happening, whatever you're dealing with and you're fighting through, just fight. Don't ever give up. Just keep fighting. All right? Because I promise you, you will find out if you stay the course and you persevere and you continue to move forward in whatever situation you're in You will overcome it. You will come out victorious. All right? And then, listen, man, and I'll finish it up by this.
That's right.
Not only will you become victorious, you know what's going to happen, guys? You're going to then be able to help someone who's fighting the same struggle you're fighting, someone who's in the same place you were just at, and maybe the same place you kind of go back and forth between. But just know this, you matter, you're important, you have purpose, you're born with a purpose, extremely uniquely made human being. There's not another one like you. So don't let anything ever stop you from believing that and moving forward, knowing that you have the power to affect others' life, no matter what it is. Okay? So I want to leave you with that. And guys, just don't ever stop fighting. All right? And this is a place that I want you to feel that you are at home.
Just real quick.
Yep, that's it.
Quick to kind of recite Sylvester Stallone the Rocky. Just to Sylvester Stallone the Rocky, what he did to his son in Rocky Balboa. No, nothing is going to hit as hard as life. Life will beat you to your knees if you let it. If you let it.
Yes.
But it's not about how hard you get to hit. Keep moving forward. That's life.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's right.
True.
So true, man. It is. It's just, you know, we sometimes forget that, or if we don't, sometimes we don't forget it. We just cover it up. You know, we just put a mask on. Not talking about ghost face mask. We put that that immaterial mask on, and we just bury what's there because we don't want to, because we don't think that we can continue there, and it's not true. So anyway, guys, thanks for indulging me. And look, whoever that was, someone here tonight, I completely believe with all my heart needed that to hear that. So I hope that that you take it to heart. Thanks, Ghostface Fanatic. You're awesome too, brother. All right. And now Polar says, I'm starting a YouTube channel of my pygmy goats and pond turtles. I expect you all to be there. Oh, Marcus, sing it for us. What did she say, Marcus? Why don't you read that out? You can sing it for us.
I'm starting a YouTube channel of my pygmy goats and pond turtles. LOL. I expect you all to be there. I'll throw in a little scream talk for the goats. They're very opinionated.
You know, I promise you, Polar, the minute you get that channel started, you let me know, and all of us here on the panel and all of us in the live chat, I'll speak for us, and I'll say that. Heck yeah. You know we're going to be there.
Man.
I'm liking that.
Yeah, Marcus, you're lagging on us, brother. You're lagging on us, man. Dang it. Oh, thank you, Nick. Thank you, Nick. Appreciate you. You're in the YouTube Inspiration World. Oh, thank you, Donna. That's very sweet. You guys are awesome. I just speak from my heart, guys. I don't know what else to tell you. I go where my heart takes me to go, and I speak from it, and I just hope that you guys don't all run away when I start talking, because I just, gotta say it, man.
Yeah.
I gotta say it. Gage coming in with a $5 super chat. Thank you, Gage. We love you, Craven. Thanks for giving us all a place to go to. I met some awesome people here. Spread the love. Yeah, man. Thank you, Gage. That's awesome. Again, when you guys tell me these things refill my tank, man. Like all you guys on the panel tonight and in the chat, those things like just keep me filled up so that I just want to continue going forward and with content and bringing you guys things, because that's what matters to me. I mean, I love it when you say great video, I mean, that means a lot because I put a lot of work. I really work hard on to make them as best I can. So that means a lot to me. So don't misunderstand me. But when I see you talking about these kind of things, how this side here, which to me has always been the big idea for me, the big picture, was the people. It was the people, not the movies. So this is just really, really awesome. So thank you. And I think for this one, Marcus, I don't think you've seen this one clip yet, Marcus. Unless you were watching earlier, I don't think you've seen this. So I think it's time for a little bit of a shower with Louis Arquette.
Oh.
Here we go.
All right.
I'm sorry. I couldn't help but notice the beauty of your form. Hi.
Yes. Chief Hartley from Scream 2 right there in the shower.
It was how he looked at him. He said, "Hi."
I know.
Oh,
Oh, dang.
Oh man.
That's just so great. That's David Arquette's dad, man. It's like, it's perfect.
That's freaking wow, man.
Yeah. That's awesome.
Oh, that was good. That was good.
Gage, thank you so much for real, Gage. Thank you, man. I really appreciate it. What's up? Michael Wilson's here. I see Michael's here. Carrie says, nope, Craven, we sit in a circle and listen to you like story time. Oh, good. All right. Oh, thanks, EZM. Says, loves us all too. We aren't here to agree on everything. That's right. It makes the discussion fun. We're here. Look, yeah, exactly. We can disagree. And as long as we disagree respectfully and in a way that's not tearing people down, I'm all for it. All day long. Yeah. All right. Now, let's get back into it. Oh, hang on. Did I, Jen? All right, Jen. Hold on. Jen's helping me out. When I started going, man, I was like completely zoned in. Let's see here. Let's see. Jen says I missed a super chat. I'm trying to find it, Jen. I'm going back here. We're trying to see, unless it was the one I just did. Anyway, Jen, let me know if you would, please, a timestamp. I'd appreciate it if it's one I missed. Would greatly appreciate it. Okay. So we've got Scream 6. Now we talked about the potential cliffhanger, and so really, I think before we switch to Halloween. We talked a little bit of Halloween earlier, but for Scream 6, what are you guys thinking we're going to see in 5 regarding Gale and Kirby? And here's another thing. If this is true, then, and we get Nev with a cliffhanger, and she's back in 7 with a big role, I'm a little concerned that Gale Weathers might die in 6. And I didn't think she was going to get killed before, or I knew there was a chance. So tell me, I'm going to reverse our order now. I'm going to go with Marcus, excuse me, in with Brandon. So what do you think, Marcus, if this is true, let's assume for a moment it is, do you think this affects Gil's likelihood or chances of dying or not?
I think she is going to die in this movie. I honestly said, even when we thought Nev wasn't going to be in this movie, and it still isn't no confidence, but I said, because I think that this new trilogy is an anthology series for the OG3 anyway. So I already think that Gale was going to die regardless, and that they were just going to keep Kirby as, that OG to go into the 7th one. I feel like, especially now that it's definitely back, I got this new phrase for Scream 6 with all the characters. Tag trimming the people gotta die. You know what I mean? Like, there is just too many people. You know what I mean? And then my thing is this: if you don't kill Gale and you don't kill Kirby, well, we know Cindy's gonna be like. There's just still too many legacy characters living into the next one, and it's getting repetitive. So I do feel like unfortunately and fortunately, you know what I mean? Because some people don't like Gail. I personally like Gail. You know what I mean? But what is that old saying that Billy said in '96? This is Gail Weathers signing off. This is Gail Weathers signing off in 6, guys. I think it's going down.
Oh, dang. Okay, man. Hey, I'm nervous about it, buddy. I am. Bob, how do you feel about it? Does this change your opinion of Gail? What do you think's going to happen? Is she going to survive this movie or not? What do you think?
Like I had originally said, she's still going to die in my eyes. I think it's going to happen in the third act. It's going to be an intense fight for her. And we're going to finally have her receive the call, not be intercepted by someone like Randy this time. And I think that will be our opening. There'll be a massive kill at the news station, which she'll escape from.
Wow. Okay, so she'll escape. Okay, good. So I was like, man, I don't want to see her die in the opening kill. Okay, so you're saying she'll survive the opening attack?
Yeah, because he'll call Ghostface can call in, go the Scream 3 voice changer route, taunt her with Dewey's voice for a little bit, bring up that old scar.
Oh, man.
The one thing horror movies really don't do anymore is give unease, and that would give a lot of feeling for uneasiness, because we all know that Dewey died in 5. So we'd be just as confused as Gail hearing the voice.
Well, I guess, if the trailer does what the 5 trailer did, we all pretty much knew Dewey was dying before we went in that theater, and we'll see if they feature Gail a lot in the trailer like they did with Dewey, dude. They're airmailing it again to let us know. Prepare yourself,
Yep.
I'm telling you. Brandon, what do you think about Gail in this movie now, man?
So like I told you, Craven, I'm a huge fan of Scream too. I know a lot of people don't dig it. And I just feel I can just see them almost kind of remaking that scene where he's chasing her and she's behind the glass. And I just feel that it will almost be like paid fan service, but this time they're going to just kill her off. And I feel like Kirby's going to be the one to send a message to Sydney. And it's going to kind of, and I can see in Scream 7, it's going to kind of be like a team up with Kirby and Sydney Prescott. And maybe Kirby is kind of telling her, what, has been going on and stuff like that. And, maybe Kirby and then in Scream 7, maybe Kirby's that killer that gets killed off. I mean that cast member that gets killed off. I just feel like it's almost like how Halloween Kills. That's how horror is. Sad to say, they bring OG characters in and kill them off to create emotional attachment. That's what they're doing right now. Marion Chambers and all that. And I feel like that's where Scream is. They already got Dewey out the way. They already took that. That was the big risk, getting Dewey out the way. So it's like now they broke that ice. So now everybody's at risk. So it's not that they're not holding back anymore. So
yeah, I
feel like it can be something similar to the OG Scream 2, and maybe this time Ghostface he just gets Courtney Cox, man, it'll be a reason to bring Sydney back, an angry Sydney. We will get an angry Sydney coming in Scream 7.
Oh man, no doubt she'll be on the warpath.
Yeah,
I mean, what's up, Kyle? Glad you're here, man. Welcome. Go ahead.
Another thing is if they kill Gail in this movie, well, even though we as the diehard fans will probably know that Cindy Prescott is never going to die, you leave that speculation possibility open, because then you can go back and look. Well, they killed Dewey in 5, they killed Gail in 6. What if they do kill, Cindy in 7? Even though we as the diehard fans may think, or at least have a good knowledge that will never happen, it would still leave that nice little possibility and suspense in our head, leading into 7 and throughout 7 in general.
Yeah.
Man. I just, I don't know. I'm just so torn, guys. I mean, I really have been saying all along, like, don't go the Star Wars route. Let's don't kill someone here. We already got Dewey. Then you kill Gail. Then you got Sydney, like you say. Now we got Sydney. And you know what would be the craziest thing? Not in a good way, to me, is if we find out, and we would not know this until we watch the movie, but we get to 7. I'm going to fast forward to 7 for a second. What if what if Nev Campbell has decided after this negotiation and all this mess that she went through and to get back on it, she's going to be okay with Sidney Prescott dying. That she wants the character to go down, end it. And it would be my brain would melt, my head would explode. I would be the only way I could begin to accept it is if it was Nev's decision. That's the only way.
Yeah.
And I wouldn't like it even then, guys. Even then, I'd be having a hard time with it. But, and I'm not saying this is what's going to happen. I'm not predicting this, right? I'm just saying, what if the big ending to 7 is that Stu Macher and Sidney kill each other, and Sam and Tara are left there looking at their dead bodies? Dude.
I mean, man.
I hate to even say it.
That would be quite the anticlimactic finish.
It would be anticlimactic, wouldn't it?
Come full circle.
It would.
That by itself would be, but Marcus, our theory with Sam being Sid's kid actually doesn't go too far beyond that. If Sam did get in danger, she went out fighting for her daughter. It really would come full circle, and we'd have that intense fight.
It would. Yeah,
and the fans would get what they wanted with a good fight.
Really would.
I mean, the death would be the hard part to deal with.
Yeah.
But even if she was greenlit and Nev enjoyed the story enough to where it did die off and made sense for her character, I think Nev would sign on just to do that. Because remember, actors all the time say, oh, I don't want this to happen. Sometimes they come back and decide to change up what happened. Look at Jamie Lee Curtis. She wasn't going to come back to Halloween after Resurrection. We got 2018.
Yeah.
She was back.
True.
So never say never.
Never say. That's a good point. Brandon, what do you think, man? I honestly, after I said that out loud, I'm just like, oh, that's a horrible way to. No, don't do that. I mean, I don't want that to happen, but I think we should at least talk about it. Like, what if she, we're talking theoretical. What if she had that decision where she's like, I'm done.
And to be honest, look, so my favorite final girl is freaking Jamie Lee Curtis all time. Second is Sidney. But one thing you can't take from Sidney Prescott, man, death will look so ugly on her. Now I'll take, because we've never seen it before. We've seen Laurie die before.
True.
And it's like, Sidney just has that like, she just has that look you don't want to see. She has to be the final girl. She has to be the one that walks out on top and just walk out with a happy life. And shut, like Jack said, shut the gates to her house or whatever. Just be a mom. But if you kill Sidney, man, it can't be a death like Dewey. It has to be like a death that's like, it explains the legacy of this character. It has to be a nice, slow death. Don't rush it. Because if you pull a resurrection, you're going to regret it. I'm telling you. Yeah. So you got to just make sure that's what you want to do. You want to kill her. Because when she's dead and she's like Dewey, it's no coming back for Dewey.
No.
He died super fast. He died real fast, to be honest. If you go back and look at it, they got him out of there. They cut him off. I just can't see Sidney dying, man. But like Bob said, man, anything is possible now, especially with how horror. I didn't know Judy Greer was going to die in that window.
Dude,
I didn't know she was going to die. And it just happened. And now we got to accept it.
Exactly. It's done. It's over. I mean,
it's like, it's scary, man. It's scary, man.
It is. And again, I think that's probably not going to happen. I think Nev would not want, I think that she would say, if nothing else, they're just going to end it on a happy ending. Like, just let her kill Stu and, save the day at the end with Sam and Tara, and then that's over. And then give her like you said, or somebody, I think one of you guys mentioned earlier, one of you did, about having a nice, 10 or 15 minutes after that.
Yeah,
of you and Jack were saying that. close it out, right?
Yeah.
So that we have that goodbye. Like we actually get to really, not like Scream 5 goodbye. That was not a goodbye to Sydney. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
that was not.
Yeah.
I mean a real goodbye, properly in 7.
Maybe
That would be, yeah.
like maybe something close to. I know this is probably cringy and corny. Like have her with like a little duffel bag, get on a plane and she's just out. Yeah, she's out. Close out like that. No more Sydney. She doesn't have to deal with it anymore.
Yeah.
I think that's a perfect ending for a character like Sydney. It fits her good. Let her walk off into the sunset.
Me too.
Yeah.
Me too, man. And hey, maybe she'll come back in 8. Who knows? All right, we'll see. We'll see what happens with 7. I'm jumping way ahead. We haven't even seen 6 yet, but yeah. The big thing is,
I'll be honest. I was actually surprised with 4. I was surprised he came back in 4 because 3 ended opening scene and nothing comes through it. It's kind of like at peace with the situation. So when they announced 4, and then they were like, "Oh, Nev's coming back." Okay, thought that this be it. Okay, so
absolutely.
Even if she has like a nice sending off, even if she has a nice sending off for a goodbye, I don't think you can ever rule out the possibility of that character not returning to Scream, especially if the peso and the money's right.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But then also you're just running in. This character is going to be doomed for eternity, and do you really want to do that to your favorite final girl? Sooner or later, it's either she has to die at that point, or you're going to have to sooner or later replace somebody to play Sydney, because sooner or later Nev could retire, and that's going to be worse if they have to write in that she died off screen in that sense.
To piggyback off that, I heard something that was so crazy on a stream I had a few days back. I had someone say that they feel that Scream is one long movie when you think about it. And I was like, wait, what do you mean? They were like, when you think about it, Ghostface has like targeted Sydney the whole it's literally like one whole movie. But they were saying like eventually they're going to have to make this big of a decision, because eventually you don't want it to be when we grow old or we look back and we're trying, we're in this, let's watch some Scream 1, Scream 2, Scream 3. You don't want to see like she's dealing with multiple Ghostface, and it's like they're all targeting Sydney out of legacy and her character. So it's like eventually you're going to want to have to make that decision that you didn't want to make, but you're going to have to make it to clean a lot of stuff up and just throw out the whole the word repetitive, because it's starting to become repetitive in certain scenes and situations with Nev and Ghostface. But like I told you, Craven, man, out of all the slashers, Ghostface is infinite. You can always you can have Ghostface in 2056. He's multiple people. He's a she. He's a him. It's like he will always be there. You can always go back and dig in the files. Like, all right, let's make a Scream 20. He's not Michael. He's not Freddy. So
no, absolutely. That's it's always someone in a costume, and that can be anybody, anytime. Yeah, in a costume. And there's something else here before we get to Jen's super chat. What's that? What's that, Marcus? Uh-oh.
I'm lagging.
Yeah.
Reiterate what Brandon was saying about just being one big movie. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say like Brandon was saying it being one big movie. Remember what Billy said in '96 to Cindy? Sure, it is, Sid. This is all one big movie.
Yeah.
Right.
It really is when you look at it.
Yeah.
Big movie, man.
Yeah.
It's time to go.
And they all connect together so well, especially the first 4, have that really great connection together. And now one thing I was going to mention real quick here before we get to Jen's super chat here, I'm keeping it on the screen so that we won't miss it. There was a comment that someone made here. I was trying to find it real quick, that I thought made a lot of sense, and said that basically is if you kill Sydney, it makes all of these other movies kind of like all kind of for naught. And for, or and it's something I've said before. The problem I have with her ever dying is that Ghostface won, even though it's not the same Ghostface. The villain won. All these movies she overcame. She overcame. She survived. To see her finally just get killed by a killer after all that, it's like, oh, it's like when you go back and rewatch the movies, you're gonna be like, well, yeah, she won in 3 and she won in 4 and she won in 5, but she's gonna die in 7 anyway. So all this does it doesn't really ultimately the end game doesn't matter, and that's the problem with killing her too.
If you kind of think about it, Craven, kind of like Sydney, kind of if you think about it the way I'm going to put it, she kind of didn't win because you got to look at Ghostface like a legacy present.
Yeah.
He's always living through other people. That's the thing with Ghostface. He's not, if you want to say it like that, the name of Ghostface is always passed on because someone can always pick that black robe up, that voice changer. So you can. Only way I feel like in Scream 7 will, give us a hand. The last film will give us a handshake out of the freaking theater is if the legacy of Ghostface completely dies. It doesn't matter if you kill Stu Macher, anyone, because guess what? Stu Macher's son can pick that mask up.
Yeah.
Anyone can go for. So it's like you have to kill the legacy of Ghostface, and I think that's what they're going to try to focus on with these other films. You can't just I'm going to kill this person in the costume and now it's over. No, it's going to always live on. It's a freaking bro. It's big. Ghostface is huge.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. No, heck yeah.
Yeah, doing that. So.
Yeah, man. Wow, good stuff. Okay, Jen Werner's got a $5 super chat. Thank you, Jen. Says, I want to see the bartender that is out of work actor kidnap Sam and bring her to Stu. Ooh. So he can prime her to be a ghost face. I like it. Yes.
Yeah.
So that actor role is the person who auditioned for it, Simeon Days from All American on the WB. He was, and his character's name is Derek. And I'm like, oh, Derek, Scream 2, Derek, okay. But anyway, he's an out of work actor looking for a job. He's working as a bartender. And presumably the person he's talking to is probably Sam because of her, she's old enough to be in a bar, and Jen is not, wouldn't be at this time. Even if it was a 2-year jump, she'd be like 19. So they're too young to be doing the bar getting drinks. So I'm assuming it's Sam, and they have this dialogue back and forth. So Jen's suggesting, what if that bartender, that actor, kidnaps her, takes her rather to Stu to begin priming her as the leader of the cult of Ghostface. Not the cult of Craven. That's me. Cult of Ghostface. So, what do you guys think, man? Brandon, Brandon, why don't we start with you, man, and we'll kind of go around.
I mean, we talked about it before, Craven, man. With the code and everything, I feel like that's the most safest future for Scream. To be honest, something different. Yeah. Just the whole code, it will explain so much, clean up so much, and I think that would be so cool. Just to see that the whole time, like we said, Stu Macher behind those computers, controlling it.
Yeah,
stuff like that. And I feel like if they even wanted, I remember I told you, Craven, Amber was in Stu Macher's house, and that's Stu Macher's house. What if Stu Macher had to deal with Amber's parents to get the house keys and stuff? When he saw that, Richie and Amber were obviously friends. And you remember Richie had this obsession with Stab movies in the hospital, like, oh, Stab, I'm watching Stab. What if Amber had that same obsession and maybe Stu seeing her watching Stab and stuff like, oh, you like Stab movies? I'm a fan too. Maybe one day and it just, kind of explains, like, he took Richie under his wing. He took Amber. He's been doing this. And he's now, trying to get Sam because it's keeping a legacy alive between him and Billy Loomis. I want your daughter. This is perfect. It's bloodline. It's bloodline. So let's just keep it going. We might as well. So
heck yeah, man. Telling you, I love it. I think it's great. And I would be all for this, guys. How about you? What do you think, Bob? What would you think if Sam got kidnapped and was taken to Stu, and so we get a reveal of Stu like in the middle of the movie
Yeah.
or so?
No, not a reveal for 6. I don't mind it, but I'd want that to be more maybe if we don't get a cliffhanger ending with Sydney getting a call, that would be a better cliffhanger ending. We just see Sam being kidnapped. Because if you have Stu revealed, now, yeah, you can kind of hide the face in that, but let's face it, people are going to take notice to certain things with how he talks, even if he's using a voice changer. Stu just has a specific way he talks. And you're going to have you're going to feel that whole like hive mind type deal. It would kind of ruin anything to come in into 7, I mean. Because I feel like you kind of have to keep that hidden and have one surprise for 7. You have to keep people guessing. If you reveal all your cards in one movie and say something happens to say, like Matthew Lillard can't reprise that role, you're now out of luck. Stu can't return. Because sometimes there can be conflicts with scheduling and things when it comes to acting, and you never can tell when that will happen. So I like the idea, but make it, if we don't get this cliffhanger for Sid, that's a solid cliffhanger.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I like it, man. Marcus, man, what do you think? Do you want to see that happen, or do you want that to be Stu to be saved as well till 7?
Yeah, I want Stu to be saved till 7. Another thing why I don't think this, I mean, if you're not going to reveal it's the bartender who kidnapped Sam until like later, maybe in 7 or something, as part of like the cult reveal, you know what I mean? Then I'd be okay with that. But if it's like straight up, we see the bartender taking Sam and then he's taking her to whoever, and it is Stu, and there's ways that we can tell it's Stu or whatever. Because then my thing is they're giving 2 reveals away in one shot. You know what I mean? Like, and it just wouldn't feel right. You know what I mean? Like, if you were to do it like kind of how like Bob would say, if we don't get that cliffhanger, but you do have Sam just being kidnapped at the end, and you know, we just roll the credits, and now we don't know, and obviously we don't know who took Samantha. That's the biggest thing for me. I don't want to know who took Samantha. You know what I mean? I just want to know she was taken, and now we're leading into this new movie. Like, you know, holy heck, you know what I mean? Kidnap Sam. What's their purpose? You know what I mean? How's this all going to play out? Like, I like me personally, and yeah, you got to save Stu for 7, especially now if it is confirmed that Cindy's back, small role in 6 and then a bigger role in 7. You know what I mean? Even though there's ways you can make, have Stu come back in 6, I just feel like it sets it up so much better for that final showdown in 7.
Yeah,
like
man.
It just does.
It does. I agree 100%. So I'm gonna lean. I'm pretty much gonna go with you guys have said. I really don't see it differently. I think that keeping Stu a surprise and gosh, no, not 5 and 6 is what I want to see. Don't let us know it's him, but you can drop breadcrumbs. I want some more breadcrumbs. Like we got in 5, we got a little breadcrumbs. They're there if you read into it. It's there, and I hope that's what we get here. So Jen, for your super chat, and a great question, by the way. Thank you for submitting that. It's time for us to get to what we're talking about, Stu. It's time for us to get it up. Let's get that Stu train dance going and fire it up. Here we go. Let her rip.
Yeah! I'm ready, baby! Get up! Get up!
There you go, Bob. I love it.
Get up! Get up!
Hey, here we go. You guys are awesome. That's so great.
Last time he woke me up, man.
That's right. Yep. It sure did. I remember that.
Last time he woke me up, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
That's
so
awesome,
good.
Jen.
Oh man.
Thank you so much, Jen, for the super chat, my friend. Appreciate you as always. Yeah, man. That's right. Everybody's like, we need to get it up. That's right. We got to get it up, man.
Like, get it up.
Get it up. Daddy Queen says, Conrad, I'm going to be working on a horror movie series. Oh, wow. That's awesome. That's cool. I'd be curious to see what that looks like. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
All right. So Nick has a question, and I've thought this one through a lot. That's not it. Sorry. There it is. I've actually thought this through a lot, and I do have some opinions on this. But what do you guys think about Stu having a redemption arc? I used to be kind of like not promoting that, but saying this would be a really cool way to do it. And I will tell you, as time has moved on, I like it less and less and less and less because I'm at the point now where I want to see him back brutal and savage and master manipulator. That's what I want to see from Stu, personally. So, Brandon, I'm going to start with you. We'll end with Marcus. I've said my thoughts up front. That's what I think. I don't want a redemption arc. I want him to be brutal and savage. What do you think about that, man? The redemption arc potential.
So, I don't know about you guys, but I always thought Stu kind of was more creepier than Billy Loomis. And the reason I say that is like he looked like more of a killer. Because, it was the psychotic vibe of him laughing. And, it's like, bro, what's so funny about what's going on in this kitchen?
Mm-hmm.
And I just feel that he has that the image of a killer. It's no reason you make him a guy that's innocent. Like, when you look at Stu Macher, he's insane, bro. Like, he's like, they're in the kitchen going crazy. So, you got to keep him, like, brutal. And even if you bring him back in Scream 7, you have to keep that personality. That goofy, creepy, just, I don't care, laugh at anything personality, but I still will slice you up. That's what's creepy about Stu Macher. So I would just keep him like that, man.
Yeah. Yeah. Bob, how about you, man?
I've never been a fan of having him have a redemption arc. It's very much like Brandon said. I always felt he was way more psychotic than even Billy. I mean, watch a few movies, take a few notes. It was fun.
Yeah.
I mean, Billy was more just kind of just for revenge for what happened with his mother. Stu was more killing just to kill. When you stop to think about it, because even when Billy revealed that motive to him, he was in complete shock. So I think what we're going to get is more brutal, still have a little bit of goofiness there, but I think that has to drop in order for him to be that cult leader, in order to fool people into coming to his side. Because let's face it, he's going to be recruiting a lot of kids. Kids aren't going to think, oh, he's really that comical, even if they're psychotic. Yeah. They're going to look at him more as like, what the hell is what? This guy makes no sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because in order for him to like attract people, you got to kind of keep it even keel. A lot like in wrestling, like Bray Wyatt, and Marcus can attest to that.
Yeah.
Sure, he had a little bit of comical moments, but as a cult leader, you need to be chill. You got to act like you know what you're doing, or you might just have the wrong person turn on you and be called somebody's lapdog again. Even though I don't think he was a lapdog at all. I think if Billy would have tried to kill him, I think Stu actually would have turned on Billy first, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel Stu just wants to be remembered in all of this now. And you can make case that he was the one that was on the phone in the opening of 5. Because the minute Tara only said Billy was the killer, you could tell the voice changed. He was really angry at that. It's like he didn't get the acknowledgement he deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is crazy. I never heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
That is wild.
Yeah. Definitely. And Marcus, we lost Marcus. He's spinning. He's spinning, right?
He's going like the disco ball.
He is. Oh man. Um, yeah, I agree. I agree with everything you guys have said. I really do. I think it's in. So Marcus, there you are, dude. If you can hear us, man, what's your take on the
Yeah.
redemption arc, man? Oh,
I just don't see, especially like, okay, so maybe at some point in time, right? Maybe let's say if Stu was alive and he was locked up somewhere and he was getting treated, maybe at some point in time, deep down inside, he started to feel like I don't want to be this crazy no more and stuff, whatever. But then, especially with the help of a few friends, to remind him who he really is, maybe he got some fan mail, I mean, where he's at, and they're like, hey, Billy's the only one who gets any credit. They don't even care about you. They don't even remember your name, which would obviously be the fuel that he needs to rise from that ash and be like, you know what? I'm done feeling gullible. I'm Stu Mocker. You know what I mean? I'm one half of two of the greatest killers of all time, in all honesty. You know what I mean? And much like, Bob and Brandon said, remember what Billy asked him in 96? Hey, Stu, do you really believe in motives? Nope. He just killed just to kill. It was like he said, it was fun. You know what I mean? That it was fun for him. So it's just like, what I mean? I just personally don't think it would even make sense for him to have a redemption arc, especially now with
yeah.
how
Okay.
nobody remembers him, how he's
Yeah.
forgotten, and all that stuff. I just don't see how that could work.
Or maybe I remember Craven had this awesome theory about what if Sam, she works at a bar, Stu comes in, and she kind of has a crush on him. They start liking each other, right? So what if Sam is like, you know what? I talked to this new guy's name, such and such, and it's Stu, right? And they're like, no, he's freaking. He dealt with us a while ago. He's a murderer and stuff like that, right? And they're like, no, he's changed. He's changed and stuff like that. I don't even know. Maybe not even involved with Sam, because then if she found out he dealt with her dad, she would just let go. But what if, I don't know which group or whoever would be like, yeah, Stu has changed, but say if he did, what if they thought he changed, they gave him a chance, but later down the line, he had it all planned out. He's still psychotic. And he's like, you thought I would change? You really thought that you got like something like that? That's just to be safe with that theory, though. I still would like him just not to be friendly at all. But I'm just saying that's to be safe on that theory. What if he just decides later down the line, like, you guys should have known I'm psychotic. You guys are funny. Like, I don't know. Scream can go so many ways.
Yeah, man. It could be awesome. So, any closing thoughts on Scream, guys? And we're going to talk a little bit of Halloween. Then we'll call it a night. We're at 2.5 hours, man. We're going. We're almost at 3 hours. So, we'll go to like, let's say 12:30. So, if you guys got any burning questions for the group, this is the time to get those in. And we're going to go 25 minutes, and then we're going to shut it down for tonight, just for tonight. But we'll be back soon. So. Let's leave it there for Halloween. Before I do, anything else you want to say on 6 before we shift gears? Any closing thoughts you have on the feeling for the film at all? Other than they're in sound stages right now.
I think the diary that Sam read is going to play part to this story. I think that diary is going to hold a lot of answers that you're going to need.
Okay.
And we got to see it. We got to see it revealed in 6, even if it's toward the tail end.
Okay. Yeah, man. Marcus, how about you, man? You have some thoughts too. You want to share, right? On 6.
Yeah. Especially with them being in a sound stage or whatever. What do you think of the possibility? I think I'm spinning. Okay, never mind. I'm good. But what do you guys think about the possibility of Emma Roberts being in Scream 6 as Jill, obviously, but not alive as the killer or whatever, but maybe in flashbacks, dream sequences for Kirby? How do you guys feel about that?
Well, it's funny you asked that question, my friend. because the last point I was going to make for you guys on screen was leading to that. So when I was talking to my buddy Chris in Discover Montreal, and he was sharing with me how filming has now moved into sound stages in Montreal. Mel's sound stages. Here they are. This is where they're actually filming the movie now. They've gotten off those street locations, and they're filming here at Mel's, these huge sound stages. And that they're building sets. They have crews of people going in, building sets in those sound stages. They're all empty. Full-scale houses, like Stu's house, remember, was in a sound stage. Same thing. Yeah. And he said that the scoop he has is that they just finished building a set of a house, a white house with a wraparound porch around the house. And he said it looks a lot like Sydney's house in Scream 1 that she lived at. And then as he told me that news, I said, well, hold on a second, because there's another house in Woodsboro. And guys, see if you recognize this when you see it. But take a look at this house right here, my friends, with a wraparound porch. Mm-hmm. And this is the house of Kirby Reed, Scream 4.
Wow.
And you may remember seeing it in the movie. Like, here's a shot from the movie right there. There it is there. Yeah. The wraparound porch. Yeah. So, guys, here's what I'm thinking. And, Marcus, you kind of led me down this path. I was already going to start going there anyway. Now you really dragged me in. Because what if they've built Kirby's house in a soundstage in Montreal right now, and she is going to have nightmare sequences that shows her dealing with her stress of the events after all this time. She still has recurring nightmares. And inside that house, we could see her being attacked by Jill, seeing Jill in the house. So this is the way you could get Emma Roberts in as a dream sequence, as a memory. And you could even bring Rory McCulkin or Culkin, whatever, talking about Charlie. You know that guy, he probably work for a cup of coffee these days. So they could bring him in without spending a lot of money. And you could even have him in there.
That kind of would explain, Kirby being cool with getting cool with Sam and Jenna Ortega, because we know Sam is facing, nightmares or something with Billy Loomis. They got some type of mind thing going on. And Jenna Ortega, she might have some type of trauma going on from her being the opening kill. And maybe they're going to the same therapist or something and they meet up in a lobby or something. And, she hears Sam, maybe Sam and Jenna Ortega are just talking are you still having those dreams of them? Yeah. And maybe Kirby overhears them say something about Billy Loomis or something up that way. And she's like, Billy Loomis? And she's like, yeah. And they kind of get closer and they explain, I don't know, though. But
yeah. Yeah, man. What do you guys think, Bob?
So
Marcus,
real quick. It's funny because me actually conversation backstage the other day, thinking about Scream 6 and talking about Jill in that situation. Well, here's another thing you can throw in there too. Honestly, do we really know, is Charlie really dead? His wounds were not that bad. Was she stabbed him twice or whatnot in the midsection? Mm-hmm. And also, we didn't get no mention of him actually being dead at the end of the movie. I mean, so who's to say if they don't incorporate Jill? Let's say they don't bring Jill back. If one of the killers is actually Charlie, even though it may not be the most happiest pick, I'll put it that way. What if Charlie is revealed that he actually survived his wounds, you know what I mean, and stuff like that, and now he's one of the killers because he found out that Kirby's alive, he found out where she lived, and he could even be a part of the cult or just find out about Kirby after her. Me and Bob was talking about that, and I think that's an interesting avenue that they could take if they really wanted to. I know it's a little far-fetched, but his wounds weren't that bad, in all honesty.
Yeah, and Polar hit on it here. I agree with what you're saying, and almost completely. The only thing I would disagree on was his stab was to the heart, And he even made a point to be like, you stabbed me. We didn't. It's not how we rehearsed it. Remember? And now again, not to say he couldn't have survived. Of course, it's a movie. You can, But I'm just thinking if they're gonna try to keep it kind of on the up and up somewhat, a stab to the heart, you're gonna be bleeding out like quickly. That's the only thing that I'm not sure about. But again, it's a movie, guys. I mean, you can, but that was the only thing that I questioned. I've always thought he was dead because of the location of that stab. Unlike Stu, where he stabbed here in the gut, here in the back, on the right, on the arm. You see what I mean? That's like nothing. There were no arteries are bursting open. That's the only thing about Charlie. But again, here's the thing. If it's a nightmare sequence, though, now, if we go back to the whole nightmare idea, you can do it. Whether he's dead or alive, it doesn't matter. Because it's a nightmare. Yeah. So.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Bob, what do you think, man? Did you have some feedback you'd like to share?
I think we're going to get some flashback scenes possibly explaining how either Jill, because you can make a case with them being in a hospital and how 4 ended, they kind of got to her a little quickly. Now it would leave a gap to why she wasn't mentioned in 5. But if she's been locked up, what purpose do they have to ask about her at that moment? And plus, Sydney wasn't the main focal point of 5. Yeah. Sam's not going to care about Jill and that. She's going to focus on the current thing. So, and if you think about it, Stu and Jill, if they were revealed together, might actually be one heck of a pipe bomb, really, when you think about it.
Man, look, I know this is kind of probably crazy, but if you have Jill and Stu back, I know this is getting insane, but man, I'm telling you, Mike, oh my gosh, I'd be like chill bumps everywhere, man. It would absolutely be insane.
It's not impossible because
emotional damage.
That would happen to some people if they saw that. But sorry, Marcus, I cut you off there, buddy. I may have just lost them altogether. Oh, there you go.
No, you're good. Like, I mean, that wouldn't be like a bad idea in all honesty, and it would really tie in if you would reveal them both. Let's say, because remember, in the original set out for Scream 5, Scream 6, Scream 7, before Wes passed away, Jill was still alive.
Yeah.
Back. You know what I mean? So.
Right. Yeah.
Much like Stu.
Oh no. Marcus.
In Scream 3, in a sense, it's spinning.
Oh.
He looks so.
Oh, look at that face there. Oh.
It just keeps doing this.
Oh.
It is not my night.
Oh,
no, it's not.
Oh, that stinks, buddy. I hate to see that. Oh.
I would say, I think it's Craven's still spinning too.
Am I?
I was about to say, I can't. On my end, it is showing that.
Oh, okay. All right. Can you guys see me okay or hear me? All right?
Yeah, I can see and hear everyone pretty good.
Okay.
Hey, Marcus, maybe the gods are punishing you for making sure I wasn't around to defend Sam. I don't have to kill you. The gods are doing it for me.
Oh, it's okay.
Oh.
You know what I mean? It's okay because the gods will show you who's in it, whose favor they're in once they reveal Sam as the killer with Stu and 7.
Yeah, and all I'm going to say is, at that point, I'm not watching the trilogy anymore. To me, that spits in my face for stuff I overcame. That really does. This is how I feel.
I understand.
Yeah. No matter how they do it, there's going to be people that are not going to be happy. Like, no matter what happens, like even if it's, if they don't turn Sam evil, but they do something else, it's impossible to please 100% of any fan base, no matter what the movie is or the band's music or it's going to always be that. My biggest hope is it's just a good movie at the end of the day, man. It's going to be, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I want it to be a good movie. Kind of like when Anthony brings in a super chat. You know it's going to be good. Anthony with a $5 super chat. Thank you, my man. What scene would show someone that wanted to know what the Scream franchise was all about or represented it best? No opening scenes can be picked, though. Oh my gosh. So someone who says, hey man, I've heard about this Scream franchise, but I never watched any of them. You can only show them one scene, and it can't be the opening kills. What would you show them? Well,
Gail's scene in part 2.
That's a good one. That's so good. Maybe the best chase scene. Maybe my favorite. My favorite, I shouldn't say best. Maybe my most favorite chase scene in the franchise.
Well,
That's a good one.
For me, since most of the people I talk to love hearing a lot of dialogue, I would say the videotape scene where Randy was kind of going off about everybody being a suspect because it shows it's a whodunit.
The video store, yeah.
Right.
Brandon, do you have any scenes? I know Scream's not your most favorite franchise, but do you have any scenes that come to mind for you?
Man, if I'm being honest, man, if I'm put myself in the shoes of never seeing Scream, and someone's like, "Hey, man, check out Scream."
Yeah,
definitely that final act where it's Billy Loomis and Stu in the kitchen, and then it's right there. You just see everything laid out on the floor. Only thing is missing is that mask, but I mean, even without the freaking Ghostface get up, these guys are psychotic. They are Scream.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
That right there is untouchable, man. That final act where they're freaking, Nev just looking back and forth at both of them. He's like, do it. Yeah, baby. All that you see that is
baby. Get it up.
Hit it. I'm ready, baby.
You hit it, baby.
Yeah.
There is it is insanity. It is like peak pitch insanity.
Yeah.
Is what you're watching.
Yeah.
It's wild, man.
Man, that's a good one. For me, shoot, man, it's hard not to say scene 118. That's the final. That's what you're talking about, Brandon. The finale of Scream 1. I'd almost wanted to start like whenever you see. I'm just thinking out loud here. Whenever you see Stu and Randy coming up the sidewalk, and Sydney's running from the police van, and she turns around and Randy's like, "Yo, Sydney, we got to get the heck out of here." And then Matthew runs up, Stu, "No, Sydney, give me the gun. Give me the gun." And they're like, "He did it. He did it. He did it." And they're like, they're just pointing each other. That is like epic scene, man, of what this movie is about. It is a whodunit, high tension. You don't know who to believe. That kind of sums it up in that one little act to me, that scene. So I think I'll pick that one. But there's so many, though. There's just so many. I mean, look, people in the chat, the fountain scene. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Leave her alone.
Leave her alone.
Behind you.
Behind you.
Jamie.
That's right. Hey, we didn't even talk about the rules yet. Given the rules of horror in the house.
Behind you.
Man, dude.
Right.
Jamie, he's behind you.
Jamie, behind you.
Yep.
All right, Anthony. Great question. Thank you for your super chat again, my friend. Guys, we got about 10 minutes to left, and we are going to shut it down. So you got 10 minutes. We're going to call on 10 minutes. And, oh, my gosh, I got a knock at the door. Coming in at the very end here, I get a knock at the door. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stream an amazing supporter of the channel and a Craven Cut level channel member, just like Bob Hunt right here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Brett James Bishop. What's up, dude?
Oh, you're going nowhere.
Brett says, "Man, I got all my stuff done I need to do,
Yeah, I know.
so I
I'm
can
so
join
sorry I'm
this
late.
stream."
I
No,
was
you're
trying to
okay,
do-
man.
yeah.
Well,
How
we
much
were
time
gonna
we got?
do about a 10-minute sign off, but I'll tell you
That's
what.
fine.
Maybe if we get like a couple of super chats come in for Brett, we'll coming in late. We'll stay
Super
longer.
chat
How about
me.
that? You guys down for that?
Super chat.
You guys,
Super chat.
he wants to dance.
Yeah.
Look at the man. He wants to do
I
his
know.
dance.
My energy's here or here.
I know, man. And,
sorry.
Brett's like a little like a little spark plug. We
Yeah.
can just infuse into the engine of energy. It's like brings the energy level up immediately.
Right. That's
So-
why you knew something was up with me the last time I was on here because that was crazy. But anyway, I got really sick. That's all we'll say is afterwards. I got really sick and it started that night, so it was crazy. Anyway,
it was amazing, dude. It was
we're
great.
back.
But you're back. And you're looking great. You're sounding great. And I'm so happy that you're back, my friend. I missed you.
Everyone's all like rubbing their eyes. You guys are tired. I'm sorry. I'm late.
Oh dang! No, I'm so glad you're here, man. And just for the record here, where's it at? Where'd that chat go? Oh darn it! It did its little thing here. Hey, Travis is here also coming in. Travis in the live chat. Yeah, man. Someone talked about Tatum's, for lack of a better word, headlights, or as Nancy Ann Ritter.
I don't know if
from.
you guys can hear me or whatnot.
Yep, I hear you. Is that you, Brett?
No, I'm just hanging out.
That was somebody else. That was Marcus. Maybe that was Marcus.
That was Marcus.
Yeah.
I think it was Marcus.
Nancy Ann Ritter gave the perfect way to explain that whole thing with Tatum in the garage. Not the basement. The garage. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's another Scream 5 thing. It just makes no sense to me. It's sloppy. So Nancy Ann Ritter said they're called party hats. So when Tatum opens up the door, and those are she has her party hats on.
Oh,
So-
I see what you're saying.
You remember the scene,
Yeah.
right? You guys,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
following me, right? Okay.
Yeah, I'm following you now.
Yeah, it was.
It's like she had no hat on.
Yeah, no,
Oh,
no.
yeah. I
yeah.
gotcha.
Yeah.
It's a Madonna party hat.
It's a party hat. Yes.
Madonna's 80s party hat. It's okay. Got it.
That's right. That's right, Polar. That's right. Exactly. You know what we're talking about. Okay, so real quick here for Anthony's super chat, man, we need to. Here, I'll tell you what. We'll do it. We're going to do a couple here. All right, here we go. Super chat number 1. Here we go.
Imagine what it's like being a coroner. Going to bed every night knowing the first thing to greet you in the morning is a dead body.
Of course I can imagine, DeRoe. I told you. I was married for 5 years.
Selling is service.
And service is selling.
Service is selling.
And selling is service.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it.
I have a few new clips.
I have a couple clips for you, Craven. I'm going to send them. I didn't realize we hit July already. Holy moly.
I know. I got 4 new clips loaded up. Those are 2 of them there. Anthony, thank you for your super chat, my friend. Great question. And I appreciate your support so much. All right, we're going to shift gears now to Halloween. All right, Brandon, I know what will energize you, buddy. Some Halloween talk, my friend. This is Brandon's franchise, all right? And Bob, I know we all like it. I know Brett too. I mean, Brett's doing a fan film. He's doing a Halloween fan film right now.
I kind of like it.
You guys are about to start shooting, so I mean, this is nuts. So yeah, we're gonna shift gears.
I didn't hear it.
What's that, Brandon?
I said I'll have to check that fan film. I love Halloween fan films.
Yeah. Follow us. We start shooting next Friday. Next Friday, and then a week from today, right now, we'll actually be getting started because it's going to be a full night into the wee morning hours for next Saturday. So,
oh yeah, I have to check that out, man.
It's good. There's a preview right now that's on there. If you ever find me, or I don't know where we could put it, but if you ever find me, I'll send you a link to it.
All right, definitely. That's
Yeah.
really looking forward to that.
Yep.
Yeah, man, it's got a great trailer. It's really good. Excited to see what you're going to come up with, man.
The trailer is out right now.
So it was a promotional trailer for our Indiegogo, but it definitely gives you the feel, and it's some of the pages from the script and whatnot that we did with the actors. We did have to recast Loomis, and we are going in a completely different direction because we found this amazing actor that's going to bring in a whole new flow to it, and so I'm really excited. And everybody also who was in it's actually a huge community out here in Utah, this film community. Everyone who finds out that this guy's in it, his name's Damar Jones. Everyone who finds out when Damar's in this just absolutely freaks out. They are so excited to work with him, and so I'm like, okay, perfect. We found the right guy then. So,
So the trailer's on Indiegogo.
So it's on YouTube. If you look up The Shape of Halloween, it should just be under that somewhere.
Yeah, let me look up. I'll put a link in the chat. Yeah.
Oh, you. Okay.
I want to check that out.
Just make sure it's the right one. there's two.
Okay, let's take a look here.
I'll put the.
I see Brett James Bishop. There it is. Shape of Halloween official preview.
Yeah,
3 minutes and 5 seconds.
Perfect. And 534 views, right?
Yep, that's the one.
That's the one. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. Yeah, it was fun to film that, and it also shows you what we're doing, and that it's not just running around with iPhones. Like, we have a real production team on this, and a lot of people who've dedicated a lot of time, a lot of money, and sacrificed time away from family and whatnot because they believe in the project. So, it's a very blessed, and I'm very grateful for it and everyone involved, including Craven. Should we let them in on something, Craven?
I'm down if you want to, man. Go for it.
I know we're gonna hold this, wasn't we?
Yeah.
And so there is a sequence where we have somebody, and it's short, but we have a sequence where somebody is on a computer right before Michael Myers murders them, and he is watching Craven something scary on the computer. Cool. So Craven's gonna actually have a cameo in the movie.
Love it. So awesome.
I'm really excited about that. So
me too,
man. That's gonna be comedy.
Yeah, isn't that funny?
Yeah, that is crazy, man.
Yeah, I was thinking about the new Scream and how they had like the actual YouTubers on there, and I was like, dude, we need. And it was already in the script that he was on the computer, but I was like, oh, it'd be so funny if it was actually Craven. So I just messaged him, said, hey, I have a proposal for you. No, I'm not asking for money, and so. I'm just kidding. But he took my call. He took my call once he knew he was in the clear.
I did. Yeah, once I saw there, I was like, okay, I can talk to you. No. Not at all, man.
We're joking.
We're joking. But it was really cool. Yeah, he's like, remember how Dead Meat had the cameo when Scream 5 on the laptop? We're watching Dead Meat. I'm like, yeah. Like, just imagine that being you. I'm like, okay, sign me up. Let's go. I'm in.
No, I'm in, good. Man. Craven's been super supportive, of course, with everything outside of here and the movie, and even personally. And so it was kind of a no-brainer once I hit the idea, because you actually contributed to 3 donations, not you personally, but you bringing the Indiegogo up when it was up. There were 3 contributions because of your stream. So that's just something where I'm like,
that's awesome.
Thank you for that. So.
Man,
anyway.
I'm so glad. I'm so thankful, man.
It's gonna be fun.
Anything I can do, with the platform that I've been blessed with here, I'm so happy to do it, man. So I'm so glad to hear that. That's awesome.
Yeah. We just need to figure out what we're gonna have you saying on the clip. So it has to be something really clever and a movie within a movie,
Very
I guess.
much.
However, yeah.
We got to definitely plot that out, and we'll talk offline here this week about it. I know you're gonna need it before too terribly long, so we'll have to.
In a couple of weeks, yeah.
We'll figure it up. Yeah, within a couple of weeks, I get it filmed. So
anyway,
that's gonna be
sorry
fun.
to distract.
Anyway, no, good stuff, man. Guys, go subscribe, Brett James Bishop, and while you're at it, subscribe to I Shot Him 6 Times, and I Like Scary and Hunting for Entertainment, guys. Listen, these guys are where it's at. Quality human beings, great people, putting in the work. They put in the effort. They take their stuff seriously. And I'm telling you guys, you just got to do it. Owe it to yourself, right? There's a lot of people out there that just do their everything halfway, not really putting in the effort and the hard work. These guys here do it. So show them you love them.
Appreciate that, brother.
Absolutely. So now let's talk the nitty gritty, man. Evil dies tonight.
Oh.
Now, here's the real question. Now, you know what? This clip is really appropriate when I say that, because I swear every time I hear that, this is what happened.
Emotional damage.
For real. I mean, oh. Or this one. That's too bad. So,
That's too bad.
That's just too bad. So tell me, guys, here's the thing. Is Evil going to die in Halloween Ends? Will Michael Myers, and I got a video coming out tomorrow, it's a Halloween Ends video about Michael Myers. And must he die? So tell me, Brandon, I want to know with your thoughts first, and we'll open it up.
Oh man, so
Is he going to die or is he going to live in this movie? What do you think?
Oh, okay. I know you guys heard about when Jamie Lee Curtis said that this movie is going to make a lot of people mad. So
yes,
I feel what she meant by that was it's a lot of groups of Halloween fans out there. We got the group that goes to the theaters that they're Halloween fans because they know this man puts on a mask and he kills. They're not that invested. They don't know certain characters by their name. They didn't know in Kills that was a flashback scene. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man.
You get the picture. So they come to the theater to see Michael on his back, and he dies. And they are the ones who leave the theaters pissed because he didn't die. He's still alive. When are you going to kill him? I feel that Michael's going to be the first final guy. I think Michael's going to be the first villain. Winner takes all.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that, I mean like not him just literally standing on top, and I feel it's going to be something simple as like a mask on the ground, just something that kind of makes us scratch our head, like what, like what's going on, like is he dead or not? I think David Gordon Green is going to set this film up to the point we have to make our ending. We have to make our ending. Like it's going to be a complete ending. We're going to have closure, but it's going to be something so small, even if it's breathing once the screen goes black, or even if someone's setting a jack-o'-lantern, like lighting a jack-o'-lantern. Something just so small, or I feel that Allison will be our new final girl. She will take the head of Michael Myers because she definitely deserves it after all the trauma she's been through. Those are my answers.
Wow. Good stuff. Just want to mention real quick, earlier, because I didn't put this up, Danish Creative Girls, new subscriber, love the content. Keep on keeping on, guys. That's awesome. Thank you so much. That is so great. Welcome to the community. All right, Bob. I know you're another man. Everybody here is big Halloween fans. I am too. It's my second favorite franchise. Brandon and I, we flip, right? Yeah. Brandon's Halloween and Scream. I think that's right. Halloween and Scream. Yeah. Mine's Scream Halloween. So, but we all love it. We all love both of these franchises. So Bob, coming up from, getting your teeth sharpened on Halloween 4. All right, is your first introduction to the franchise, and then you have seen them all ever since then. Does Evil die? Do you agree with Brandon? What do you think, or do you see it differently? What do you think is going to happen?
I think the vessel will die. I think what they're going to end up doing is, even if they don't take the whole concept, because originally Evil never dies is the whole concept. Just because one thing is evil doesn't mean that can't transform into something else at one point or another. I think this vessel for Myers is going to be the end of it, and I think we will get... I would hope we wouldn't get something similar to Halloween 4, because I feel like that would definitely be a slap to the face of the character of Allison if we had it transfer to her. What I think it might set up, and it's to kind of maybe establish something where we maybe take a little step back to 4, and we, instead of taking place in modern time, maybe we have a little time jump back to, like, say, maybe somewhere in the 90s, to where that character we see again of Jamie is possible. Because if you take that and go there and set it in modern time, he's going to be the same age as he would be in Ends, or even older. So it wouldn't make any sense to keep going back to those timelines, because if you keep going back and putting them in today's time, he's the same age, and I'm sorry, I don't see the whole vessel thing working. So I think in this we will see something, whether it's Allison decapitating him or somehow Lori and her overcome him together. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but you have to have, I think you have to have Michael die in this, because as much as evil never dies, the vessel's going to get worn out.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Makes sense. No, I hear you. All right, Brett. I know you've got a lot of Halloween opinions, man, on the film and the franchise. So,
yeah,
what are you predicting now as we're coming up to just a few months away from the movie?
So Jamie Lee Curtis said that this movie is going to make people mad. Is that what she said?
Yeah, very, very angry is what she said.
Very, very angry. So this is what will happen. There'll be the big, huge fight, right? And it's going to be a good match between Lori and Michael. And they're going to be slicing and dicing up by that radio tower. And I had to put it in there. And they're going to be like, stabbing each other till they both fall to the ground, and the music's going to swell. It's going to be huge. And then you're going to hear someone, cut. And Buster Rhymes and Tara Banks come out. And the last three movies have all been a fake movie. And Jamie gets up and he takes off the mask, and all the characters come out. They're like, "Oh, hey, yeah, that was great, good job." And it's really just behind the scenes. I'm kidding,
bro. I was about to say, man.
I was going to say that would definitely pee me off.
That would piss a lot of people off. Huh? You have to bust.
Good night, Jen. Take care, Jen.
Wow, you had me going, man.
I had you guys going, huh? See, this is why I make movies. That's, not that mine are bad like that, but I had to draw you in. No, I don't know.
That's hilarious.
That's the thing, is I'm going to keep it open. I don't know what will happen.
Yeah.
I mean, you definitely would want him to die, but if you think about the producer that's been on this the whole time, I forget his name, and his one thing is you can't kill Michael Myers. I don't know.
Yep.
And so does as I like the idea of what Bob was saying with vessels, because when did evil enter Michael? So I mean, this can't just be the beginning. Michael can't be the beginning of something like this. So I know it's a little Thorn trilogy-ish, but you get what I'm saying. But it's just, but if you can't kill off Michael Myers, how can he? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. And I think if they keep it as an open ending, if this is like a Nolan ending or something where we don't actually know, or Blair Witch, I think that's where they could do it, just because they're not going to make a decision, and that could be where people get really angry, because you won't know for sure. That's my guess, my real guess.
Wow. Okay. Fair enough. Yeah, man. This is good stuff. Yeah. Marcus, man, what do you think? Is he gonna die or not? What do you think?
Well, you guys know I dropped a video about it last week. There was a whole bunch of things being spread out or whatever and stuff. But I'm not ruling out the possibility that he not only dies, but that he actually does die in the beginning of the movie. And the reason why I say that is, much like Jamie Lee Curtis said, this is going to make Brandon. Wait till I get to my point. Jamie Lee Curtis said this movie is going to piss a lot of people off, right? What would piss everybody off more than killing Michael Myers off the same way they did Laurie in Halloween Resurrection within the first few minutes of the movie?
Man.
Now, that would make everybody mad. That would make everybody so mad. But this is how they see it's effective. To this day, we still talk about that. For so many years, we would talk about how they killed Michael Myers in Halloween Ends in the first opening scene of the movie. You know what I mean? Guys, I mean, I hope that's not the case, but think about it this way too. And it's something like Brett said about the Akkads would never allow Michael to die.
Yeah.
Well, this is the thing. Blumhouse has the rights now. Blumhouse has the rights. And then they kick back to Akkad. So Blumhouse can do just about anything they want to do in terms of killing Michael, keeping him alive, and as well as we know that in Halloween H2O, Jamie Lee Curtis wanted to kill Michael Myers. Who's to say that, especially, being that, maybe they gave her what she wanted. Maybe they gave her what she wanted, and they gave her that leeway to say, okay, Akkad's not involved. in our timeline and in our Halloween franchise, we're going to give you your blessing and kill the character of Michael Myers off because that's what you wanted to begin with. And there's supposedly some beef going on between Blumhouse and Akkad, well, between Blum and Akkad. So,
I would like to see. Yeah, sorry. I would like to see what deal was made between Akkad and Blumhouse. If that line in there where they can't kill off Michael Myers, if that was part of the deal of selling, or at least not selling, but I guess subleasing the character. So that'd be interesting to find out what that was. But yeah,
maybe that's why they kind of got into it. Maybe Blumhouse is like, you know what, we have to kill him off to clean up the story. And the Akkad's like, no, you can't kill the boogeyman. I got it on paper. You have to figure it out on your own. You the one decided to say you're going to end it off. You picked Halloween Ends as the title. So now it's on you. And they're falling out about it. So maybe that's why they did reshoots, because maybe Michael was supposed to, tap out on us. And they're like, you know what? We just fell out with Akkad. I don't want to get sued. We're going to clean it up. And he has to live somehow, some way. Even like I told you guys, Michael will be the first villain to never get his, because every villain always in the end gets canceled. To be honest, they always get knocked off at the end. Michael might just be the first one to live, like how Bob said, through a vessel, but a vessel can go so far. It can be someone, so simple as someone picking up his mask. Maybe Michael's laid out on the ground or something, or maybe his knife or something, and a kid, it's passed on through a person, not even a kid. If someone just picks it up. And it's like, you do not even know what you have in your hand right now. And it will just be like, wow. Or someone just takes it and puts it in like a bag. Like, like how the podcasters took it. Maybe someone just takes it and puts it in a bag. You don't even know what you have your hands on right now. Or something like that. But I don't know, man. It's very complicated. I've heard so many things about a kid in Glass Hill possibly getting the treatment like Jamie Lloyd, and he's obsessed with Michael, almost how in Resurrection, that guy who has the clown mask, all the posters on his wall, and Michael hands him the knife. Like a guy like that, he's obsessed with Michael, and I won't say it's like a vessel thing, but he decides to literally take the same steps as Michael Myers. He gets out of Glass Hill, and I've heard that. I swear I've heard like so many people DM me about that and saying that it's a kid in Glass Hill, he's obsessed with Michael. But I don't know, man. It's so many things.
The rumor mill. Yeah,
his brain hurts.
I know, man. And it's going to get worse, too. Like, until we get a trailer, it's going to just keep on getting crazy, man. I think once the trailer comes out, we're going to have more focused things to talk about, like, specifically. But I don't know, man. Everything we got, all this stuff with the whole mob is this power from the mask. Has the radio tower play into this? And Blumhouse, not Blumhouse, but David Gordon Green has hinted around for a while. He loves Halloween 3. He's got the Shamrock mask in both of the last two movies. I mean, there's just all these questions that we needed answered.
Yeah.
Just wanted to say goodnight to some folks that are heading out. I know Conrad let told earlier. Nanette, great to see you. Glad you're here. Take care. Have a good night's rest. Have a great rest of your weekend. Yeah, we appreciate you. And so, I mean, that's the thing, man. There's so many possibilities. So I'm going to shift us over here now to the mask. We got to talk about the mask for just a little bit. And then we're probably going to go, guys, for real, this time for real. 10 minutes. Gonna stop it at 1 a.m. Unless we, man, I know. Unless we get like an influx, like a lot of super chats start coming in. You guys want to keep the stream alive with your super chats. We'll go longer, but if we don't get any more super chats, we're gonna shut it down. We're gonna take that as a cue from you that you guys are ready to wrap it up with us. So the mask, though, dude, we gotta talk about this mask, man. So Marcus, I'm gonna start with you, and we're gonna go around, and Brett, then Bob, then Brandon. So, do you think that the mask is what possesses his supernatural strength. Now, not that doesn't mean he can't kill without the mask. We already know he kills without the mask in 2018. You know, and technically though, he did not kill as a kid without a mask. The only thing he did in the mask in the first movie was he went to the kitchen, got a knife out, and then when he went upstairs, he put the mask on. Then he killed. So even his first kill was masked. But having said that, we saw him kill without a mask in 18 with the teeth on the floor and the mechanic's outfit and all that stuff. So I'm not questioning that. My only question is, we've never seen him do supernatural things without the mask on. Like, for example, when he went to in the last movie, when he went out to the mob, they didn't attack him, which their mistake. Iron Woman should have been up there attacking him without his mask on, little Iron Lady. But none of them did that. They waited till he put his mask on, then they attack him, and of course the guy's indestructible. So my question is to everyone. And we'll start with Marcus. So think about how you want direction you want to go in. Is the mask what makes him more than human when it comes to his ability to take bullets and stabs and walk away? Or is it something else? What do you think?
Honestly, that is a really good question. I mean, because you can make the case that, the mask is a big part of what makes, gives him this superpower. I'm not going to say that it's not, because I do think it has some type of mystique, you know what I mean? But it's difficult because I just feel like, okay, so my thing is this. Let's say if Michael Myers, the Vessel, dies, right, in this movie, but the evil spirit passes on to somebody else. What if they don't even pick up that mask? Then what? How powerful is that mask really? You know what I mean? So, like, I feel like it's kind of 50-50. I feel like the mask has some, play into it, and you can make that case. But I also think it's just this evil entity that just took over this young man's body, and that regardless to what, you know what I mean, that just evil entity can just take everything because it's evil. You know what I mean? It's basically like a spirit. Like there's no explanation to obviously why this human vessel can take so much punishment and still keep it moving, other than that this is a real life, supernatural force inside of him that we will never find out what it is. And maybe the mask isn't as important as we think, but you can make that case. You can, because, it does seem that, especially with that mask on and you don't see his eyes, you just see that pale, that shape form. I do think that, especially, I'll put it this way, in Michael's mind, it makes him stronger. He transcends. When he puts the mask on, in his mind, he can travel to anywhere he wants to go and nothing will stop him. I think it's more of a mental thing inside Michael's mind than it actually is the mask. I'll say that.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. Brett, how about you, man? What are your thoughts on the mask and the power?
Yeah, I super agree with him on everything he just said. I think that I think, how do we know that there's not other people with the same evil that have been taken over as kids or whatever everywhere else in the world? How do we know that Michael Myers is an isolated, individual that has this evil that's possessed him, I guess is the best term. But with the mask, I agree. I don't think there's a supernatural anything to the mask itself. I think it's what the mask represents once it's on. I also think that's why he took on coveralls, because I think it's supposed to be an anonymous. He's an anonymous. He's the shape. He's not a he or whoever. He's evil. He is a representation of evil. And so, since he has such a kind of just a bland clothing and this mask that is basically featureless for the most part, I think that's what gives him I want to say, allowance to go and act out as this evil Michael Myers. I don't think I think the supernatural stuff needs. That's what's hard, because I don't know whether it's hard, because I'm also looking at the way that I develop Michael Myers for my thing. So it's like I'm trying to get into the head now, out of my stuff into Blumhouse, because they also do say the more he kills, the more he transcends. So there is definitely that supernatural element where he can't be killed. So I don't know. I don't know, and I hope in a weird way they never explain it because I'd like to have these conversations and ideas for years to come.
Right. Something about not knowing, right? Is it's just it makes it scarier, and
Well, that's
and
why
it's
they
just
took
the
away.
mystery element.
Yeah, that's why they took away the sibling
Yeah.
element, unless that comes back in the next one. But because they wanted Michael
Right.
to be anonymous, it's evil. Evil is anonymous.
Yeah.
It's every generation has their own
Hmm.
evil. So
Yeah,
yeah.
man. 100%. Bob, how about you, man? What do you think about it?
Yeah, I'm in agreement with them because one, we never see him get attacked as a kid, so
Hmm.
we can't really confirm on that end because he was pretty much taken straight up after that when his mom and dad got home. So we never saw any attacks at a young age to see if because it was a different mask would it have affected him. I think
Yep.
it's more symbolic to hide the evilness because when you take notice, you in order for him to really kind of do the stuff he does, it typically hides his face. It hides that pure darkness. And even when he kills without the mask, we don't physically see into him. So we don't see that pure like devil's eyes that Loomis was talking about. I
Hmm.
think a lot of it is he is inhabited by something that's evil because when you listen to Dr. Loomis speak in the original and talking about the whole devil's eyes, blackest eyes, all parts of his humanity kind of were gone when you think about it. And
Hmm.
I know a lot of people want to bring up the radio tower being a signal. I don't think that was the significance of the window at all. Because when you look at young Michael in Smith's Grove looking out the window, he was looking ahead, planning his escape. I think
Hmm.
it has a lot to do with that. He has a mind of a child still because he was inhabited so young as from that evil entity that he never grew up. The entity is what grew up. So in his mind, he's still 6 years old.
Yeah. Wow.
Can I add to that really fast? A
Okay.
question for
Yeah, of
Bob because
course.
that's really interesting. I like how you said that. So, do you think that there could ever be a moment where this evil entity and Michael could be separated, and he could be 6 years old again, even though he's an adult in his mind?
If it was written correctly from someone that would understand how to go around it,
Mm-hmm.
it could. But you would
Yeah.
have it would have to be an amazing story in order to make any sense, or you just wasted that entire thing
Yeah.
just to try to make something entertaining. And
Right.
Hmm.
Yeah. I've never thought of it where Michael could still be in there as well. I always thought Michael, the human child Michael Myers, is gone, and this evil is taken over. So that's sorry. I just wanted to ask that question because that was an interesting idea.
It is. Good night, Polar. I just want to say good night to Polar real quick.
Good night, Polar.
good night, Paul.
We're going to be saying good night
Night,
here in
Polar.
just a minute as well. I like scary. Brandon, tell me, man, what do you think about this? For the mask and its power and all that.
One word attachment. It's it's kind of very simple for real. Attachment. From the scene where Michael picks up the clown mask off the floor, something in that moment snapped to him. He decided to,
Yeah.
and that's why they put us in the inside in the POV of that mask when he puts it
Mhm.
on, and it's like we become Michael. It shows us he's a kid. He's decided to kill on Halloween night. He goes upstairs, and it almost plays back to when I was on the string with you on Night Watch
Mhm.
when he stabs Judith. He's stabbing her, right? That created legacy. That moment. And that's why when his mom or his dad takes the mask off, she's like, Michael, it's like he's
Yeah.
like, oh shit,
Mhm.
like I did it. And from that moment, it's like Michael, to explain it, it's like he repeats it's like he wants to repeat that same thing over and over and over again. Like it's mental. Like, that's why he always go to that window. It's that obsession, that's
Yeah.
his first kill. And he's a kid still, from where he he's decorating his kills, how he looks like when he stabbed Bob and he's admiring his work. He's tilting his head and he's looking like, oh, I did that. Like I really put him on the wall. Like,
Yeah.
or it's like he's putting freaking the nurses in the park on with the mask. He's like,
Mhm.
You know, he's a kid still. Like Bob said, he's a kid, he's a child, so he doesn't think like an adult. And I feel it kind of hides. He feel that it hides the human in him. He doesn't want to be human. He likes being evil, and I feel like when he puts the mask on, he doesn't want to be humanized at all. And to touch on that, that's why the moment Karen pulls the mask off, it shows that he's human, and that's why he says, "You know what? Forget Allison. I don't want to finish you off. I'm going to you, Karen. I need that back."
Yep.
And that's why when he sees all these people around him, he's like, you know what? I don't even care. I don't even want them to see. We don't even know if Michael makes facial expressions when he's stabbed. He doesn't want he just puts the mask on, and it's like a shield. It's like attachment, and it hides the kid in him. It hides what he could have been as a kid. I feel that Michael completely denies the fact that he's human. He knows, like, bro, I don't want to be human. I want to kill. That's why I started when I was 6. I want you guys to know me as this person right here. This is what I love. I want you guys to see the shape. That's why he always makes it a point to keep that mask on his face and keep that same mask from 40 years ago. He doesn't want any. He could have simply switched out the mask he had for that skull mask when he killed the kid in the park. He could have got a brand new, fresh mask. And that's what explains attachment. He has multiple opportunities to get other masks. He doesn't want it. It's about him reliving these moments. He has a mental. He's mentally done. You guys, it's over. He's gone. Bob said, he is a child, and that's why he goes to that window and he admires himself. Like, this is what I want it to be. And that's really how it is with real killers in real life. They want this is what they love. As simple as that. This is what he wants to be. It's, I feel like that's why he wears the mask. It hides the human in him. He wants to be that person. That's what he wants to be since he was 6. Obviously, we wanted to be basketball players and content creators. He wants to be a killer. He's showing his first film. I want to be a killer. So I'm going to. This is the image I want: a mask, a butcher knife, and let's get started. That's simple.
Yeah.
Another thing that makes him a kid too is the house still standing. The house still standing makes him a kid as well, because that's where all his memories and everything that's sacred to him is held. And in this movie, I'm not going to lie, I would be really fascinated to see. Let's just, go with the premise. He doesn't die early and he's in the whole movie, all the good stuff. I'd be really interested to see if they destroy his house, how will that affect him? Like, I'm telling you, if they destroy his house, I want to see how that affects Michael. I'm not going to lie.
I think he's going to go crazy. I feel that he's
I agree.
Really go crazy. Like,
I get rough. Yeah. But do you mean does it turn into Kills 2.0? Because it sounds like they said this is going to be more of a coming of age movie. Which makes me think less killing, but I don't know for sure. But
we could have less kills, but more brutality. Like, he just doesn't stop.
He could be even more sadistic than before.
Right, that's true.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. This is good stuff. Guys, listen, we have one more super chat, and then we're going to call it a night. Right here, Anthony, of course, closing us out, Anthony. Love it, brother. With a $5 super chat, and Brett's already dancing.
Well, it's a super chat dance, yeah.
It is a super chat dance.
Everyone should be doing
it. Bring on Brett to be the channel dance choreographer.
I'll get your energy up.
Yes. I love it. All right, guys. This will be our last question of the night. And again, if I didn't get your question, you guys know, don't take it personal. I got lots of guests tonight where we got lots of conversation. Just no way to keep up with all of it. But I'll be back again Monday morning. Actually, not this Monday morning because it's July 4th is Monday. So I'll be back Wednesday night. This coming Wednesday night with another live stream. Sweet. All right, here we go. Anthony, with your super chat. I personally think 18 is equal in all aspects to 78. I think it's the best slasher film of the last 20 years.
Don't agree.
And we'll have a historical stamp on the genre. How do you guys feel about 18? And we'll have to go around here, and Brandon, we'll start with you, and then we'll go around, and then we're going to call it a night.
simply is just the closest thing we'll ever get to 78. It's just the that right there was the perfect comeback, and that explains why I did 240 million. And it's still my favorite out the trilogy. It's like we get so much fan service. We get Michael Myers was better than Michael Myers in this film. I'm gonna just be honest. James Jude Courtney, he literally made us look back at 78 and kind of, scratch our head like, is this how you guys wanted Michael to be the whole time? And we just had the right person to play him? Because it's like he just took that character and ran with it. Like it was like he owned it. Like, yeah, I've been doing this. And with Laurie involved and everything, it's just definitely, for me, it goes Halloween 78, Halloween 2018. You can't beat 2018, man. It's
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. So, Bob, how do you feel about 78 here and 18 being equivalent? Do you agree with the statement Anthony made and Brandon shared as well?
I'm a little bit torn. I think none of them have really been as equal to 78. When you look at what 78 was, it was less brutality, not a lot of blood. There was more storytelling within the sense for that to build to where you didn't need all that. And I understand horror has advanced into you need blood and all this. But when you think about how Michael was stalking and everything, Halloween 18 brought some of that back, but it still went a little too kind of brutal than what we saw from Michael from 78. And I know it's just how it's going to go with as we advance in the future films, we'll get far more violent as we go along. But it's like on a small budget, making a successful franchise that could have bombed, everybody expects it to succeed now. It's just, I can't see anything topping it and anytime soon.
Mm-hmm.
I think 78 really was that one once in a lifetime masterpiece.
It was great. Man, what a movie.
And I love the sequels and all. It's just the concept of how it was filmed.
Mm-hmm.
And plus, we don't know how John Carpenter himself would have done on his own. I mean, there was a lot of reshoots where they still had the original director from 2. That he pretty much just went in for the reshoots for the blood. So we don't know how his whole story would have gone. And it might not have involved brothers if he had his full rights with it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's really so hard to ever reach. It's like Scream, trying to go back and recapture what you got in Scream 1, and it's just going to be it's a futile mission. You cannot recapture that first film. It was just perfection.
Exactly.
Yeah. Wow. All right, Brett, what's your thoughts, man? Real quick as we wrap up.
I feel the same with Bob. I think that once you go into uncharted territory, you can't really retread on it and make it as special as that first time. And I think that's really a good way of putting how 18 was. But what I liked about 18 is that, is that it really brought back the mythology, I guess, of Michael Myers, like the spirit of Michael Myers. And then it wasn't just a cash grab. It wasn't, just let's just make this and because there's another one. That they did put thought into it. They did try to develop some characters in it. But of course, the character development in the first movie is perfect. These are people that were experiencing these horrors with, where in 18 they're characters, that you follow and you can identify with some things, but I never felt like they were fully developed into actual people that in that regard. But I agree too. Yeah, that a lot less brutality actually helps. More storytelling actually helps. That's where I think, and I'm not meaning to go off on a weird little side note here, but that's where I think Halloween H2O feels like a good sequel to the original Halloween. Not saying it's on par, but I feel like it's probably the best sequel up until that point because it has the Halloween feel to it. It has that small town, has you really feel like this is taking place on the day, and it just 18 had great production value, and that's probably why it feels a little less authentic because it doesn't have that independent feel to it, and that type of claustrophobia to it. So it's definitely better than Kills. Because me and Fate, man. We hate Halloween Kills, but
Oh, I know. Night.
But I've never been able to
it.
go into it. Yeah, I was never
So
able.
funny.
I've never actually shared my reasons yet. One day we will, but
Wow,
anyway.
we'll do that. We'll definitely do that. Maybe we'll get into that on our on the Craven Cut members only perk stream coming up later this month.
Yeah,
maybe we'll get into that there.
I like 18 a lot though.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, Marcus, you're up, my man. Close us out, man, and we're gonna do a stew dance and we'll get out of here.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm basically like in agreement with Bob and Brett. Like, I feel like if there was any sequel to the original 78 that for me made me kind of feel more like it was 78 was Halloween H2O in terms of the stalking, the slow burn. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, just everything that every nuance of that screamed 78 to me. It spoke to me because in the original one, we didn't need a lot of high stakes kills. We didn't need a lot of everything. All we needed to see was that pale white mask and that figure standing through those windows looking at Annie, standing in the shadows looking at Laurie, and then you hear that score and that sound. And I bring that up because remember, I don't know if you guys know this or whatever, but John Carpenter said that when he didn't have a score for the movie, when test screeners basically watched it, they said it was the worst horror movie they'd ever seen because it was so boring without any music. When he went back and did the score, test screeners heard that score, they was like, this is the greatest thing ever made. Which, and ultimately, that's the score. Put, Halloween really over the map in terms of like critics and stuff like that. So, like, don't get me wrong. I like Halloween 2018. I like it a lot. You know what I mean? And there was certain elements that I felt like they did, pay a nice homage to, like the roof scene when Michael throws Laurie off the roof. But I feel like Halloween 2018, like especially with like the stalking scenes, were really rushed. Like with killing the best friend, with Vicky, really rushed. Like in terms of like Halloween 78, everything was like patient. It was a fast pace in terms of storytelling, but everything was like perfectly well paced in terms of the stalking, the killing, when the score hit, when the killing was happening. And I just didn't get that in Halloween 2018. Like, don't get me wrong. Again, good movie, one of the better sequels in the franchise, and it did breathe new life back into the Halloween franchise. But I just don't think that was the sequel that captured the true feel of 78. I'd have to go with H2O for that. That's my opinion.
Yeah.
Yep.
I love it. I love H2O. I always say at the end, whenever she chops off, the paramedic's head, I say that's actually Michael. It ended there.
I say that too.
That movie ended.
I say that too.
Yeah.
Yep. I do. I like, if I watch it with someone else, I'll be like, in my book, that's it. She got him. She won. She killed him. It's done. Now, and resurrection never happened. The end. Yes. The end.
Right? Resurrection never happened.
It's never happened. Resurrection is nope. Not at all. All right, guys. Listen. Go ahead.
I remember going to see that. I was like 9 years old when that came out, 98. Yeah. And I remember when that happened, seeing Michael Myers' head get chopped off. And I was just like, I looked at my mom and I'm just like, they killed him. and then obviously Resurrection came out and they did that sham, and it's like, oh God. Like,
yeah, man, it was a sham. Sorry, it was. I view it the same exact way.
Yep.
All right, guys. Well, listen, for Anthony's super chat, we're going to close it out with a couple of new clips for the night, and then we're going to say goodnight for tonight. We've gone 3 hours and 40 minutes. Here we are, Brandon, again, man. You've been on the longest. Yeah. Here we are, man. About to hit 4 hours. You know how these things go, man. Every time.
You're calling it quits already?
Yeah, already 4 hours. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
So here's a couple of clips, Anthony. These are for you. Hope you enjoy them. Here we go.
Selling is service.
And Service is selling.
Service is selling.
And selling is service.
Imagine what it's like being a coroner. Going to bed every night knowing the first thing to greet you in the morning is a dead body.
Of course I can imagine, DeRoe. I told you. I was married for 5 years.
All right.
Oh, that Taika. That's so funny.
Oh, I had to throw that in there as a little last minute new clip for the day. Anthony, we appreciate you guys. Listen, we're gonna leave. We're still like almost 50 people here this late at night in the live chat. Unbelievable. But yeah, we're gonna let you guys go ahead and get some rest. Appreciate you so much, guys. You guys are awesome, and I love everybody saying goodbye to everyone already. And yeah, absolutely. And I did promise we'd do a stew dance. So what I'll do is I'm gonna pull everybody out of the stream. We'll end it with a stew dance, and then that'll be the end of the live stream. So I want to thank everyone in the live chat who is here, who's gone to bed, who were here earlier and came in and out. Every one of you, thank you for tonight. For all of you generous people who gave super chats, thank you guys so much. You're all amazing. I appreciate you all very much for your support here at the channel. And have a wonderful 4th of July. Happy 4th of July, ladies and gents. Yeah. Celebrate. Grill some burgers or some dogs or something. Or if you're a vegan or something, just grab a veggie burger. Throw it on the grill. Whatever you got to do. But let's grill it up, and it's the 4th of July. Let's have some watermelon. Let's do what we do, okay? And everybody on the panel. And also, guys, go subscribe to everybody. Brett James Bishop, please. I shot him 6 times. We got Marcus over 200 tonight. We got him pushed over the 200 hump. So new territory broken tonight for Marcus's channel. So exciting. And Bob as well, Hunting for Entertainment. Go subscribe. And I like Scary. Brandon up here up top. Great guest, as always. And thank you guys for coming tonight. I appreciate you all very much.
Thank you, bud.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah. Thanks for having me, man.
Man, it's really my pleasure. I'm so happy you're all able to do it. And we can come together and start off July with a bang here with a little party stream. Nothing too crazy. We stayed in bounds, but it was fun. It was a good time. And who knows about the end of the month, if I have another party stream, what that's going to look like. But, we may be like reckless abandon by that time because we'll have a trailer out, guys. We're going to have a Halloween Ends trailer, hopefully, the next time we get together like this for a party stream. Can you imagine us tearing down this trailer apart in a live stream together? That's what
I'll be there.
Yes.
I'll be there.
I'll be there.
Oh my gosh! Hold up, dude.
We'll sing along.
All right, unmute your microphones. Let's go. I'll be there. Oh, I missed the way. I'll be there.
I hit that high note. I can hit that high note now. Woo.
That's so awesome, man. I should have done what I should have done is had us sing the Silver Shamrock song. That's what we really should have done to end the stream.
Still can.
A little happy Halloween.
Still can.
But you guys up for that? I don't know, man. Brandon's like, oh man,
no,
don't make me do this.
I am ruining all of you guys' nights tonight. I'm so sorry.
Last time, Jen, she made sure I sung it. She had sent that. Man.
Hey, you know what? Look, we got 44 people that are still here, even though we've already started saying bye. They're still hanging in. Let's give them a little bit of Happy Halloween. Just a couple of verses, a couple runs through, and then we really will say goodnight. So I know we're going to be out of rhythm. Don't worry about it. Just sing the pattern, and we'll be fine. It's going to be all right. All right. I'll start us. I'll count us in, and we'll just all go. And just so you know, I'm gonna be singing it like this. Ha. That's the code. Ha. If you want to come in. Ha. If you want to come in at the same note. Ha. Ha. A little bit lower.
Oh, babe. Oh, just kidding.
No,
This is
good.
hilarious.
Perfect.
Anyone
All
tuning
right.
in right now? Anyone tuning in right now? That's hilarious. Like, ah.
They just like click the button to see what's going on. This is what happens. Can you imagine? I mean, the other thing we're like doing, like literally in a trance over here, like I'm leading you guys in some cultic exercises. Okay. All right, here we go, guys.
The cult of Craven.
This, you know what? That's true, man. This is the cult of Craven, Bob. And, you know, I mean, I'm telling you right. Look at there. Oh, see? But by the way, I have to tell everyone who's still here, Cult of Craven merch coming out this month in July. Before the end of the month, you will be able to get a Cult of Craven shirt, ladies and gentlemen, before the end of the month. So stay tuned. There's the design. Okay, and more Stu merchandise, too. I've still got Stu designs working. 2 Stu designs that I'm putting in. So we'll have 3 Stu Train merch designs. Okay, got all that out. I'm glad. Okay, here we go. We go 3, 2, 1, go. Happy Halloween, Halloween, Halloween. Keep going. Happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Again, happy Halloween, 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 happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. Yeah, very well done. I can't wait to hear that on the replay. That's going to be awesome. It's going to be amazing.
Oh, boy.
It's going to be so awesome. Awesome, Anthony. Good. Goated song. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, Joy.
Heck yeah. Let's get it up. And so now I will leave us with our Stu clip, and we'll all say goodnight. So, guys, and again, everyone on the panel, thank you guys so much. I will see you all on the next trip, which will be very soon, I'm sure. And I know we'll be staying in touch with Instagram, as always. And I hope to see you guys back here, and I'll be on your streams, and you know how it goes. We'll see each other everywhere. So it was my pleasure to have you guys tonight. Thank you for making this a fun night. Appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
All right.
Thank you again for having us.
Thank you again, Craven.
You're very welcome. All of you guys. You're very, very welcome. And everyone in the chat, we'll see you next time. Until then, remember to always get it up.
Yeah! I'm ready, baby! Get up! Get up! Get up! Get up!
It was fun.